Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations, and welcome once again to the Sports Desk. I suppose we could start on a football note this afternoon, but I want to look at cricket, just for an instant. Not West Indies cricket, not Lara versus Steve Smith, but the Ashes.
The declaration?
That declaration.
It's unbelievable.
That declaration. England is telling Australia, listen, we're not afraid of them. England declared at 393 for 8 people. I don't think I've ever seen
wickets in hand.
No injury. Flat batting deck where Joe Root looked like him could go and go tear from it at 150.
Yes.
But they've decided to declare, and up to last check, Australia hadn't lost a wicket.
I think the last time I checked, they were 14 without loss.
14 without loss. Yeah, I'll go and check it.
Mind-boggling.
But that's not the news. The big news is the Reggae Girls.
Oh.
I don't know how many of you would have read the letter that they sent out. We are lining up to talk to Dennis Strong in the afternoon, the GenSec of the JDF.
JFF.
I said JDF. JFF. You have the letter, right?
Yes, I would have seen it. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, man. I can. Basically, the Reggae Girls are complaining about things known to man. And we're going to try to get Dennis Strong. Spoke to him a few minutes ago. He has agreed to come on and give the JFF
side of
perspective on
yes.
This. So I have the letter. So let me just find it. We're calling Dennis Strong as we speak. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we should just run to the calls.
You want me to read it?
You have it. Yeah, man, read it.
One of the greatest honors for a footballer is to represent your national team. Qualifying for a second World Cup is something most never imagined or thought possible for the Reggae Girls. At the time we should be focused on solely preparing to compete on the world's largest stage. We are unfortunately compelled to express our utmost disappointment with the Jamaica Football Federation. On multiple occasions, we have sat down with the Federation to respectfully express concerns resulting from subpar planning, transportation, accommodations, training conditions, compensation, communication, nutrition, and accessibility to proper resources. We have also showed up repeatedly without receiving contractual agreement upon compensation. We were told that all our requests and concerns would be resolved in a timely manner. Unfortunately, that time has expired, and once again, our questions go unanswered and our concerns unresolved. In recent months, due to extreme disorganization, the camp logistics, we have missed several official FIFA-friendly matches. This will undoubtedly impact our preparation for Australia. The Reggae Girls consist of professionals and collegiate footballers who are spread out across the world. To be left questioning whether a camp will even take place 2 or 3 days before the expected start is unprofessional and often unfairly prohibitive for some of our players.
All right, so we're trying to get Mr. Chung, but in the meantime, we can just go to the calls until we sort that one out. It's interesting.
Yes, very interesting. So it is our final part. There is unwavering commitment from every player, coach, and staff member of the Reggae Girls. We desire to perform our best to make Jamaica proud, and we ensure a strong future for so many aspiring young Reggae Girls. We are constantly serving in multiple capacities, trying to overcome inadequate and often unacceptable circumstances while doing our best to meet the physical and mental demands of the sport we love so much. We hope that by using our platform to express the reality of our situation, our efforts will be recognized. We hope there will be immediate and systematic change within the Federation, those in charge of proceedings, protecting the integrities of the women's football. Sincerely, Reggae Girls.
All right. So while we're trying to get Mr. Chung, let's we have the first call up.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Take the first one. So this is all right. Do we have anybody up?
Yeah, Diego is there.
Diego is there. Hi, Diego.
Well, put up Diego Asta.
Yeah, put up Diego. Understand he's there. I was still trying to get in touch with Mr. Chong, who did consent to come on and give the JFF side. The Reggae Girls up in arms. Diego.
Yes, you there?
Yeah,
Yes, Diego.
man.
Because I heard you being nice to me the way you treat the doctor and your favorite disciple, the evangelist.
Oh,
Hi, there you go. I like that.
how you doing, Diego?
All right. I make sure when I come at you. All right.
Yeah, man. Come in.
No, man. Matter of fact, I stuck. I want to finish up. You know my thing. I wanted to finish up the Saka with Zidane, but I must touch.
The horrible performance yesterday.
No, man. We don't want to talk about the game, man. When we get to my thing, when we want to talk about, don't be Orville on me, boss.
Okay.
Well, listen to what I want to talk about first. I made the call.
All right, Diego.
No,
Can I beg you 5 minutes out of your time?
So
it depends on what you want to talk about.
No.
Dennis Strong.
We have Dennis Strong.
Oh, no, man. No. Mr. Chung, go ahead, man. I can hold.
Yeah, man, don't hang up. Just hold
Don't
Diego
hang
and
up.
listen. Yes.
All right. So we have Dennis Strong, the General Secretary of the JFF online. Mr. Dennis Strong, how are you, sir?
Yeah, man. How you doing, Orville? I'm good, man.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon, Mr.
Zidane
Chung.
here with me
Yeah,
as
man.
well.
Yeah, man.
Boy,
Yeah,
let me bowl the first ball. And the callers
Yeah.
going to kill me if we stay too long. So I want
Yeah,
the issues to be elucidated as quickly as possible. The Reggae Girls have written a letter accusing the powers that be of all kind of things. Compensation wrong, nutrition wrong, planning wrong, everything wrong. How does the JFF respond?
Well, as the president said yesterday, on the release, we're listening to all of the issues. We spoke with one of the girls, one of the leadership representatives, and we're meeting with them. There are some things that we're processing internally and having discussions. Truth is that as the president, so we're a little surprised by it, because we, coming out of the UK, we thought that all the issues were addressed. I mean, we'll have to look into the whole thing of accommodation and nutrition, because obviously that's not something that we select as an administration. That is something that we are given to. It's given to us, and we just pay. What menu is selected, and
so when they're talking about accommodation and nutrition, what are they talking about?
I don't know. We'll have to get details.
Is it not while they are under the JFF's portfolio?
Yeah, man. So, I mean, what I'm saying is that all the places that are recommended for them to stay, which are the hotels, it would mean that there's something wrong with the hotels.
I see what you mean.
Yes. You said you were surprised.
Accommodation that we provide.
Yeah, Mr. Chung, you said you were surprised about the letter that was written because you had a recent discussion with the girls. When was that discussion?
Right. In the UK camp.
Yeah, how long ago was it?
It's like maybe 2.5, 3 months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, that was recent.
So what could have got, and they're complaining about everything, including monies owed to them. They are saying that there's compensation.
All right. So there are match fees definitely owed to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we had discussed with them while we were there is a matter of reimbursements. And we have, and I confirmed this morning again, we have paid all reimbursements that we have got supporting documents for, right? Because we cannot, and I always emphasize it, we cannot pay anything that does not have some supporting invoices, as that's a requirement of our procurement policy from FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be very careful. So everything that, all reimbursements that we have supporting documents for have been paid. We do owe the girls for match fees, even from a long time ago, from last year, right? And what the president had committed even before this is that when we receive the prize money and that has been announced, and also the bonus, the incentive money from Adidas, then we will definitely be paying out
all right. So
all of the money that's owed up.
All right. Like I said, we want to complete
right?
this as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So you said the monies will be owed. Money owed will be paid back. Address this quickly for me. Due to extreme disorganization of camp logistics, They feel
Well,
that it
I
has been
don't-
extreme
I
disorganization.
don't know what that refers to, but what we know is that everything that we've been asked for from the coaching staff and the technical staff, we have provided. We did, in fact, organize a match, as the president was saying, for this window in June here, but the coach decided that he did not want a match and he preferred a camp. Right. So all we can do is acquiesce to the request of the staff, technical staff. So what we do is whatever the staff asks us, we will provide it. And we did organize a match with Colombia for the 29th. The coach felt that the 29th would have been
Too close.
too late because he wanted to rest before going to Amsterdam. From our perspective, and certainly mine, I was suggesting that, why not just come later to Jamaica, play Colombia, which would have been a great send-off match. Because Colombia said they would have come to Jamaica on the 29th, then go to Amsterdam, and then go to Australia, where we have organized for them to get to Australia 10 days early to play Morocco, right, before the World Cup. And I understand that is what teams do. They're just going to camp from now for a long period until they get there. But the coach decided that the match, he would prefer to just have a camp.
Well, so are there any other FIFA dates that the JFF would have missed from their standpoint?
No, the only situation was UK, and that situation we were negotiating. We had signed an agreement with Cameroon 3 days before we were scheduled to leave. Cameroon wrote to us, even though we had an agreement signed, and said they can't make it again.
So it's only one occasion where you'd have missed a FIFA date and not provide a friendly.
That must be it. All
right. So that means the girls are not aware that the coach opted not to play the friendly that you're proposing, the Colombian.
I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that. I would expect that the coach would have had that discussion with the team, the technical staff, and also the players. So I can't say that.
Okay.
What I know is that we did have a game lined up, but it was, we had gone through some things because we had engaged Puerto Rico. First, we were trying to get Colombia. Then, Colombia said they would come here the 25th, and then we go down there on the 29th and play them, which was agreed to. But then it was agreed to based on a sponsor coming out to take them down there because we could not afford to take them down on the 29th. So then we went to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, we signed an agreement with them, and they did not get back to us, right? So we were following up with them. After we signed an agreement, they did not get back to us on it. And then at that same point, we said, you know what? Before we close off with Puerto Rico, let's talk back to Colombia. And I said to them, can you come here, right? And they said, yes. I said, okay, we'll pay your airfare to come here so we could have a game. It was supposed to be the 25th, right? But the problem we have with Jamaica, international venues we have is Sabina Park and Stadium. Those were not available on the 25th, right? Mobe, as you know, Catherine Hall is closed, right? And that's a problem. Coach Halgrim would have talked about the lack of pitches that we have in terms of infrastructure.
Yes.
So then immediately we're on the phone with Colombia. I said, can you do the 29th? They said, yes, right? But then the coach said he did not want to push it out so far. So I had to go back. This is after signing with Colombia. I had to go back with my tail between my legs and tell him that, boy, well,
Was there any other suggestion put forward at any time? When the Colombian match fell through, were there any arrangements to find a team late to get in a game, or the coach just never wanted?
Well, the coach didn't want. Yeah, the coach was. Go ahead,
Mr. Just wanted a camp.
Yes.
Okay.
Clearly, he was not interested in a friendly game
at that point.
Right. He said just wanted a camp, and we have to give in to the request of the coach because it's important for us to do what our coach wants, our technical staff. Because we want to ensure.
But when you listen to the tone of this letter, Sir Chung, this sounds like a group very disgruntled about everything.
Yes.
From training,
everything,
communication,
everything in regards to preparation,
accessibility to proper resources. it sounds like a very disgruntled group of girls, and
yeah, man, I agree, and that is why I say we have to have the discussion to find out the details of it, because
they didn't give too many details about
right.
what these issues are.
Because we do whatever is requested of us, we do bend over backwards with the money to find it.
Yeah. All right.
You know
well,
I mean? So,
we will continue to monitor this.
Yeah, we have to have a discussion. We have to find.
Is there a planned meeting in short order?
Yes. The president had a discussion yesterday on players, and we're setting up a meeting. But there are some other meetings happening internally too.
All right, wonderful.
Yeah.
All
right, Sir Dennis Strong.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining us.
All right, so that was it. You decide how you are either way. We take a break. We come back to Diego and the rest of the calls on the other side.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
32 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza Kingston and Linston, we have it all. From linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
Everybody at your new job will call you Shane from accounts all week when you're really named Sean from admin. But somebody just handed you delicious KFC hot wings that were dropped off for Shane from accounts. A wing is a win. Enjoy a KFC hot wings 5-piece combo or 25-piece party bucket today. KFC, it's finger licking good.
The Supreme Domino Master Series are done the tournament with the national final. Drop a 6 on them and prove you are the domino champion of Jamaica. Come out to the Chinese Benevolent Association in Kingston on Sunday, July the 2nd for the chance to win the $1 million grand prize. Plus no other winnings when you enter to play. Enjoy the fun and excitement of Jamaica's favorite game and better your favorite players at any bet.com. You can even watch the action live on YouTube. Register now at SPLDomino.com and follow us on social media at SPL Domino for more information. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. Diego, it's all yours now.
Why? Listening to Mr. Trump, no, I know he comes under so much criticism. He sounds like a politician like Donald Trump, saying a lot but not saying anything. For example, Orville, could make it quick. And maybe you need to get one of your caller of the years to take his job, because it looks like JFF hiring the callers of the year on his footsteps. But what I'm saying there, if that was at that job knows with Orville, right? I would have said, Orville, I got a list of complaints. First, accommodations. It's either true or false. Orville, it's true. And this is the reason why. Orville, it's not. He's not addressing and itemizing, and now he's saying he's going to meet with the people them. So maybe we should meet first, and then call him when he meets with them. Orville, let him come back and address the complaints then for us as listeners.
So what does he tell the media when? Because this letter came down. Well, I saw it for the first time yesterday.
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
So when the media call him today or last night, what should he do?
Oh, I can tell you what I would have done. Media, I've seen the letter, but certain things are unclear to me. When I meet with the regular girls, I'll be able to address it. Simple. That's what they do in America.
And
Move on now.
All right, go on.
Yeah, man, you have to agree with me now, but you ask for my cake, me give you my cake. You have to agree
because
with me.
most people would want a little bit more than that, Diego. You would get more cussing if you approach it like the way. Like
Fine.
in Jamaica.
So Diego would take the cussing,
so
but they're going to do this job the way he sees his job.
Different culture, though, because you said in America, but different culture, Diego.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just like a man, you know, me a man from football field tell man about the man and the man laugh. In a Jamaica, man want to kill you. So everybody different. All right. Orville, oh yes, before I go to the football with like I'll finish up with the cricket now.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Orville, I don't know if you're being vague or because you're all over, but let me just ask you a specific question again.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, do you have an opinion now as to who faced the better bowling, Smith or Lara in their career?
I haven't been able to do that research.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So let me go back to this now again. Right?
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, Steve Smith is a better batsman than Lara because he has the higher average, correct?
A significantly higher.
Yeah, man. Far apart, that's your word.
Far apart. Yeah.
Okay. And it's what? 60 to 50 what? What is Lara?
Lara is 52 in test cricket.
52? Mm. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, like you're rounding, it's 53 now. If you're rounding it.
All right, if you're round, let me see if Steve Smith can be rounded to 60.
It's a round number. Yeah, if you round it to round numbers, it's 53 because 52 and 0.6 something or something like that. All right. So 60 to 53, right?
Yeah.
Then I ask you now about Labuschagne, where when it's far apart, you don't look at anything else. And you start going to Labuschagne, where he played this. Did he go to India?
No, man, he has gone to India. I'm saying he hasn't dominated for long enough.
Would you look at but when you look at Labuschagne, he's 57, Lara's 53.
Yes, that's but Labuschagne is 30. Labuschagne has only played 30 at games.
So I'm saying, isn't the average far apart there?
Yes, but I'm saying 30.
So why are you looking at other things once it's far apart?
No, man. One of the things that I look at is how long you're playing as well.
Oh, hold on. So if it's far apart, you still look at the sample size of how much test match.
I want to see how you've done against the very best people in the sport while you're
No, I'm asking you.
Diego Dan says yes, he does look at other things, even when the average is
right. Thank you.
Yes. But I've been saying that from the beginning.
Thank you, Zidane. When you do Zidane. So even when it's what you're getting from Orville, even when it's far apart, he does look at other factors.
But Diego, that is not news to you. When you bring up Voges, what did I tell you?
When did I talk about Voges? I said Labuschagne.
No. And you have brought up Voges before.
I brought up 1,000 things. I'm talking about.
But the question you're asking me now, I answered that when you asked about Adam Voges.
Oh, I didn't remember. Sorry, my boss.
Right. I told you that Adam Voges did not have the amount of games.
Yes.
All right. So I did answer. You have asked.
Answer for you, so we can move on.
Why is it that you don't want me to explain anything about?
I got the answer.
Okay, so now you get the answer. What else you have?
You look at other. You told me before and I didn't remember.
Okay.
Even when it's far apart, you look at other things.
All right.
And you mentioned about Vogue, so we move on.
All right. Mission accomplished. What else?
There you go. All right. No, did I know? The football, yes. I was wanting to talk. Oh, by the way, again, Orville and Zidane. I hear the Chris Williams, the man who creates such greatness with the JPL. Everything he says is the same thing economists will say now with the professional league. We're going to get professional salaries for the players. We're going to get NIS, NHT. We're going to get them to have pension. Yo, economists is another great call of the year.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Every word is like verbatim. Pension for the players.
I was going to say something, but but I know what you'd say if I said that.
No, but you don't know what I'm going to say. You think you know what I'm going to say. Right, you're right. So give me a chance to prove you're right or wrong. I don't really want to take over minutes to know.
The best and most influential callers on sports program in our history, all of them originated on the sports system. Or 90%. Do you agree?
The best. But you have No, but I remember when the guy was calling you, you were the only sports station, boss.
No, man. We've had sports programs.
All right, Tracy, just come.
No. Why you calling him? Diego, why you calling him?
We've been having sports calling programs in Jamaica from Ed Barnes,
yes,
and Lance Whittaker.
Even Patrick Anderson used to host.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. John, let me know. So 10 years ago, when I was calling, there was a 3-hour program like
Orville. 3 hours.
No, man. I'm saying the best and most influential sports callers to sports radio. 95% of them originated here.
No, but I agree. But I'm saying to you, tell me which other sports call.
Irie FM had a calling program.
No, man, I called over. You understand? You can't compare Irie FM for that Thursday. I called Irie FM. What's his name?
No, but they are sports callers. You're difficult. Them have a show once every week.
You're wrong. You cannot compare Irie FM to KLS Sports Desk.
Diego, I know we have the best caller, Diego. Yeah, we need argument. We don't have the best. Diego, you're not one of them.
I'm not saying
Diego, you're not a great caller.
Zidane, no. I called Irie. What's his name?
Does Irie have a sports calling program, Diego?
Yeah, but I called them.
So why can't we refer to Irie FM callers when we are talking?
You can use 3 hours a day for 5 days and compare to one evening on a Thursday or Friday night.
I'm not comparing. I'm saying caller. If you did a call Irie FM,
it was a Monday. It's a Monday night, bro. Monday night, Diego.
Orville. It's Monday night for 2 hours. Are you going to compare that to KLS? I could call every day
Diego,
for 10 years, Orville.
Irie FM has had that Monday night program going for like, I would say, let's say, hold on. One of the problem with you is that you don't like what me talk. So let me talk.
No, but I know about the Irie. You have to tell me about Irie. I called them.
And I'm saying they have a sports program too, and the most influential sports, and so did Lance Whittaker and Ed Barnes. They used to be once a week too. And so does other people.
And I'm asking you, is it the same time like your program?
Well, what Orville is saying that even with once a week, you still could have special callers.
Yes.
Oh, but you're not going to make an impact like that, Orville.
Why? If you would have called Irie FM every week, you would have an impact.
Yes.
No, not that how I call it.
Big man, Lance Whittaker and Ed Barnes used to be very popular calling hosts and once a week.
Anyway, all right. You're
difficult, man.
Two different programs, two different parameters.
Yeah,
but Zidane, back to the thing, because I called the guy. I can't. His name is on the tip of my tongue too.
Which guy?
The guy that won the night.
The guy that what?
The guy that hosts the show.
Oh, Irie FM.
Yeah.
Then we don't know who was the thing. No.
What's his name? Remind me.
Robert Williams, Evan Hewitt.
No.
Roger
Evan Hewitt. Yeah. You can't compare that to the great KLS Sports Day show. 3 hours.
All right, Diego. All right. You say moving on.
Internet to the world.
Diego, you say moving on.
You have completely missed the point.
Football now, Zidane.
Yes.
Yeah. So we know I'm not just saying about the practice match because 7 of the starting players weren't there, Zidane, if you follow the game. So I'm looking at the players that are coming in for Saturday game in the Gold Cup. Right?
You have a Gold Cup game on Saturday?
No, man, next Saturday on the 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying to you now, because we know the players now, because he named the players coming in. I'm going to give you what I am having, and you tell me now who would you take out and put in, because we know the players. I got Bailey, the number 7, Antonio, the number 9, and Damari Gray playing the 11. You know, my thing is 4-3-3.
Is Damari Gray? I don't think Damari Gray is available, you know. I think there's some people.
I thought he said he was coming.
Passport issues. He's not finalized.
Well, let's assume this. Let's make assumption because nothing is guaranteed.
No, man, he's not going to be available.
Oh, he's out now. He's finally out. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so who do you put as the number 11 instead of Damari Gray then?
As the number 11?
The 3-winger man. Number 7, you know, football talk.
Whisper.
Number 9 is Antonio.
Whisper.
Oh, Whisper. Oh, great. Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay, I like that. Now, in the midfield now, my number 8, I have Daniel Johnson. Now, my number 6 is Russell. And number 10 is Bobby Reed. What says you?
Russell
is your defensive midfielder, number 6. We're using number 7.
Hold on. Which number was he? Because I can't catch your names in it. One was 22 and one was 5 in the practice game. Which one of them was Russell?
Oh, no, I don't remember.
You didn't watch the game?
No, that's what, it wasn't that,
I could have sworn the number 5 is Lati, but I'm not sure. But maybe.
I don't know you're talking about Lati. You're talking about Lati, but there who plays everywhere in Swansea.
Lati
was playing the CD in the practice.
I would use him. I would utilize him.
So you're not like Russell then?
No, I don't like the look of Russell. But I like the look of Lati.
You're okay with Daniel Johnson and Bob Reed?
Yes, indeed.
All right, I got on my left back now Amari Bell. We know Pinnock and Lowe if Lowe is ready for the centre half. And I had Latibody on the right back. So who would you use at right back now?
He didn't have a great game, but I would stick with Limbaski.
Okay. So we're pretty close.
I'm going to use King over Lowe as the central.
Limbaski. He's Lebisika.
Lebisika. Yeah. But I would go with
Orville. You know, Zidane. You know, say I was at the park, you know. Why Jamaicans emotion? You know, say a couple of them bridging them say them use King over Lowe and them people nearly kill him.
No, I would use King over Lowe as well.
You know, Jamaicans still them kill you for your opinion, you know, but some people agree.
I want both King and
why?
No, but they will have to use Pinnock who plays for Brentford.
In centre.
Yeah. So Pinnock is a must.
Zidane.
Yes.
Why would you use King over Lowe? They're listening. Why would you use King over Lowe?
I think when King wins the ball, he's less likely to give it away or make a reckless pass and put us back under pressure. And I don't think Lowe is much better in terms of winning the ball for us. So that's why I would prefer King.
They do say that. They say he's more composed.
Yes, indeed. Sometimes we see Lowe win the ball and just give it right back to the opponents in a dangerous era. And I like Lowe.
A good thing you don't come to America, because if you come in at the park and say that the one with that kill you.
I like King a lot as a player.
All right, Diego.
The greatest show ever, Sports Desk.
Yeah. All right, sir. Big up yourself.
We're coming back. Hey, Diego, they may have praise Diego take care of it.
Even when me praise Diego, them, so we have the most influential and best caller them. I asked them originally, the man still have Yeah, we're coming back up.
Your home is your castle. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road, Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The time, courtesy of Carmen's Collection, is 1:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
In women's cricket, Tammy Beaumont made a superb double century as England dominated day 2 of their 3-day Ashes warm-up match against Australia A. The England opener scored 201 from 238 balls before retiring out, having shared stands of 170 and 148 with Heather Knight and Nashiva Brunt. That England had bowled Australia A for 221 on day 1. At Derbyshire, England reached 407 for 5 runs. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. At Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill, celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Get quality cars from Acorn Sales Auto Limited, located at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Need a car from Japan or United Kingdom or special order? Call 876-616-4777 or WhatsApp 876-333-5555. They assist with registration, transfer, and license. Just visit Acorn Sales Auto at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center for quality cars at competitive prices.
Importers. Shipments requiring you to pay customs duties and taxes are cleared on a customs goods declaration known as an IM4 or IMS4. Ask your clearing agent to provide your customs declaration, customs assessment notice, and customs receipt once duties and taxes are paid. Where your clearing agent may not be able to provide the IM4 or IMS4, request your customs goods declaration registration number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back and we're moving on. Who do we have lined up? remind you of the numbers again. 828. Well, no, that's the text line. The number to call us at is 876-968-8117. 876-968-8117. Call us now and let your voice be heard.
West Indies won our first game
against who will play first?
You
in the thing. I know we'll
win the Bramble side. We make over 300 runs.
All right, let me get the scorecard.
Yeah, the test will come. I don't know what the format. The top 4 goes through to the semifinals.
I don't know if there's a semifinals, but I can.
So they're 2 different groups. So they're going, or are the top teams of the 2 groups
could just win and go to well,
because it's 2 teams going through, right?
Right, only 2 out of the 10.
So it's either semifinal and then the finals, or the top 2 teams from each group go through.
So
we look safe-ish if you're looking at the groups.
Well, yeah, because Sri Lanka is not in our group.
No.
Which would mean that we have a. But
yeah, so a cricket man has send us the yes. All right, let me see what he's saying. Him can't analyze sports, but him normally have information.
I could do that. I'm trying.
It was a warm-up game. He said it's a warm-up game. It's another warm. Oh, three teams go through. So it might cost me something. Should I know better? I know.
So 3 teams go through.
Yeah, to the World Cup, and he said the game today was a warm-up.
My understanding is that it is 2 teams. So I'm not sure that I had that information at that.
Well, now I'll have him think them patting all.
All right. Well, let me double check that.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you're out here and want to participate, give us a shout right now. I'm glad. Yeah, there's something I wanted to talk about. People always talk about the quality of the bowlers that Lara had to bat, and not necessarily the quality of the attacks that Lara used to face. And I was making a point yesterday that merely to tell me that that era is better than this era by calling the big names doesn't tell the full story. And one way that you can understand what I'm talking about is that West Indies 1990s attack at one point, where you had Walsh and Ambrose, 2 iconic fast bowlers, without doubt 2 of the best all-time fast bowlers. You would have Amby and Walsh in maybe a top 25, maybe top 20. And yet, the West Indies, you wouldn't say that the West Indies was a great attack in those days. Because after Amby and Walsh, there was McLean and Ryan King and Mervyn Dillon and Pedro Collins,
Vaspert
Drakes, who were not necessarily great fast bowlers. Now, some other teams that did not have Walsh and Ambrose, you could argue that they had better attack. That England team, for example, with Simon Jones and Harmison and who else they had? Flintoff. You could argue that that attack was better than the West Indies 90s attack, even though we had Ambrose and Walsh.
Yeah, that was a pretty good bowling attack. 5 quality bowlers.
Yes. Yeah. So Harmison, Flintoff, Simon Jones, Tufnell. There's one piece that I'm missing.
Hogarth.
Mm-hmm. That attack, you would say, was a better attack than the West Indies attack, even though we had Ambrose and Walsh. So when you played against the West Indies with Ambrose and Walsh and played against that England 5, which of those attacks were better?
So Walsh and Ambrose better than everybody, but the England attack
but the
overall.
England attack, you would say, was better. So merely to tell me that, boy, I batted against Amby and Walsh, so I batted a better attack than you were, but that England attack is flawed. And that's the point I was trying to make. I hope you understand the message. That England side, perfect. Hogarth, Simon Jones, Flintoff, Tufnell, and whoever, and Harmison. That attack was better than much of what the West Indies had to offer in the 1990s, even though we had 2 bowlers who were rated more than all of them bowlers. Because their second change and third change and fifth change was far better than ours. So, you don't get what I say now. So, Lara may have faced more big name bowlers, but did he face better attacks? And honestly, me not so sure. All right. So, we move on now to Franco. Right.
Franco.
Hello.
How are you doing, Franco?
Oh, bless up.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Remember, the 3 teams that said that will go down in the English Premier League?
Remind me, it will come back.
I said Wolves, Leicester, and Southampton.
Yes.
And so I got 2 out of 3.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, and
I got none.
I made that prediction from way in I think late December.
Yes.
Last year. Yeah, man. But I thought Leeds, once they fired that American coach, I figured they was going down. But I think he's a good coach, man. Not good, but okay. You know what I mean? Hello?
Yes,
man,
we're
we're
listening,
here.
man.
Yeah, man, for real, man. But I really hope me on the line the whole time you're talking. I hope them finally get it, you know.
You mean you were there when we were giving out the numbers?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
Oh,
on
sorry
that.
about that.
That's all right, man. Sorry, go, man.
Yeah.
I hope they get it. Steve Smith averages more than Lara, but Lara is a better batsman.
Based on what?
Based on how he looks.
Oh, based on how he all right. Based on how he
Yeah, but did England bowl them out this morning?
No, England declared on 393 for 8.
Real?
And Australia gone 14 without loss.
Yes. That is the strangest declaration I've ever seen in my life.
Strange, but true.
Yeah, for real. But no man, not with England. If it was another team.
No, you could have make 60 more runs, my boss. Because Joe Root ended up not out, So you had a top quality batsman there doing very well. So you could have make 60 more runs, possibly. Why not 160 more runs? I don't get it.
That is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's strange. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen.
Nothing strange with England though. But congrats to
England 2 years ago wouldn't do that.
No.
This is the effect of baseball, where England feel we're playing positive cricket. Stokes said, I'm playing for not drawing up. Stokes said, listen, I'm with me, I try win every game. If me lose, so be it. So
yeah, anyway, I just want to heal up some caller like Shipping Port, San Diego, below average, Rasmussen. Yeah, man, heal up them callers, man. And a couple more that I can't even remember right now. So, and the phone's holding on so long. Me have some other stuff I want to talk about. I don't even remember listening.
all right, call us tomorrow and well, not tomorrow. Call us on Monday.
Yeah.
And you know.
Come on, all right. Bless up, man. Y'all got the last time I called, man, y'all make me sound like a clown on the radio after I got off, man. I wasn't talking about no pregnancy, man. I was talking. Sharina wasn't pregnant, man, when she was dating that rapper, man, when she was out of the sport for 2 years, man. Why aren't you guys was comprehended, man? Y'all make me sound stupid on the radio.
All right.
All right, my boss.
Boyfriend, to get a boyfriend that don't be looking out for your best career.
Well, in this case, it's her husband.
About,
in this case, it's her husband.
Man.
Franco, big up.
But big up yourself.
All right, we'll move on to Kingston. You have a calling in Kingston? Hello?
Big up yourself. All right, we'll move on to.
Turn off the radio.
Turn on the radio,
Kingston definitely a new caller. I'm on the radio.
Hello?
Yes, Kingston. You're on, man.
Yeah, I just want to win on the Lara Steve Smith conversation. I don't get a chance to listen to the program in its entirety for the last few days. I know it's been a subject of great debate.
Yeah.
And I believe that I'm leaning towards Steve Smith, despite being a West Indian and grew up and watch how great Lara was. I believe this guy, Steve Smith, special, you know.
Yes.
Very special.
You believe?
Statistically, he is, you know,
Big
special.
man, you cannot play 90 odd tests with 30 odd centuries and a 60 average. And you think he's special?
But let me just balance up the equation a bit. I know there's a lot of bias towards how, you know, we as West Indians view Brian Lara, because we think he's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
And nobody can never be better than Brian Lara.
Yeah.
However, I must put this in. Sometimes we, outside of we being biased towards Lara, I believe just the ease at which sometimes Lara, you know, some little things that we cannot put a figure to. And I'll give you an example. Not because I think you raised the correct, but And you say, oh, you know, Baby Bowler and Lara dominate.
No. All I'm saying is that when you hear about Lara's dominance in cricket, you never hear about the ordinary bowlers that him take down. All you hear about are the world bowlers. So I just want to set the balance.
No man, Lara over his career face, you know, only Balika Brahma bowler too, you know.
Just like any other big man.
However, there are some like defining moments that people will always remember. And Lara do it probably a lot more, in my opinion, than Steve Smith. For example, like, and I said, this is not, you cannot put a figure to it. But for example, I remember, I think West Indies playing Pakistan at Sabina Park.
Mm-hmm.
And Lara take the guy named Canaria, the spinner.
Danish Canera, leg spinner.
Danish Canera. And Lara just take him out of the attack with so much ease, and him not doing with against Canary alone, but him do it against one, him do it against Militaran.
Yes, he
and
does.
That is it.
Then that's what Lara we are talking about, you know.
And that is a dominance that some people is willing to give and take. That 5 or 6 difference in average for those ease at which answer.
What about the difference in centuries at a similar stage of them career? So you say Lara beat up and take out more bowlers out of more attacks. But at a similar stage of them career, Steve Smith have scored more centuries.
Yeah, but I put it like this, Mr. Higgins. Put it like this. It's like me I for go and study for a test. I'm gonna get 80. And Lara just go class and get 79.
I don't understand what you mean, boss. Lara played cricket from him at 6 years old.
No,
Lara was sent to a cricket academy when he was 6 or 7 years old. Lara not just come born and lick cricket. Lara big sister carry him to an academy in Trinidad with him a lake of baby boy if you go learn.
I use the strategy in the sense that it can be argued that sometimes Lara probably get time ahead of himself, being so flamboyant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so even if him could have make 100, Lara at the end of despite one over leave, Lara going to launch in a spinner and hit him over the boundary for 4 sixes consecutively.
Yes,
and probably on the fifth one, him out for 85, and West Indies gone 155 for 7.
Well, Orville is going to use that against him.
That is you choose to bat like that, you know, my boss. So,
but that is true. But however, that is the ease at which people remember. Yeah, and people, and probably don't as a West Indian, we don't see a lot of Steve Smith. So probably
we don't.
No, there you go.
That is a very good point.
Carla, that is crucial in Orville.
No man,
they don't watch
a lot of Steve Smith.
Because we remember Lara 400 and we have said the best thing since sliced bread.
When Lara was playing,
Steve Smith
you miss West Indies matching up. Yeah, whether we are losing or not. Once Lara is playing, they're watching.
But Steve Smith would have played enough great innings where
they don't see.
We are seeing even against Australia now.
Yeah, against England now.
And we will see him against West Indies. But when he goes to Pakistan or goes to India or some of them time, we never see.
Yeah.
And this is the next thing to, you know. Lara playing and
what like Kingston? Since you're calling for the first time, right?
If
hold on, my boss. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Get running and stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. What's your fitness goal? Running, walking, or hiking? Check out our new arrivals of Adidas, Nike, Asics, and Saucony. Our brands are specially suited for you. Toe-to-heel cushioning to reduce abrasions, low impact, breathability, durability, and cost. Whatever your fitness goal is, Western Sports has the shoe just for you. Western Sports, Kingston, Oteris, and Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
The Supreme Domino Master Series are done the tournament with the national final. Drop a 6 on them and prove you are the domino champion of Jamaica. Come out to the Chinese Benevolent Association in Kingston on Sunday, July the 2nd for the chance to win the $1 million grand prize. Plus no other winnings when you enter to play. Enjoy the fun and excitement of Jamaica's favorite game and tell your favorite players at any bet.com. You can even watch the action live on YouTube. Register now at SPLdomino.com and follow us on social media at SPLdomino for more information. Conditions apply.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we lost Kingston.
No, I'm still here.
All right, you have another minute, Kingston.
Yes, sir, Higgins. I just want to wrap up. In terms of, just before I come on, I think you were mentioning something about, you were explaining something about you can face the best bowlers in the era, but I don't know if you want to just repeat that.
No. When people talk about the quality of bowling that Lara had to deal with vis-a-vis the quality of bowling that Steve Smith is having to deal with now, what they do is just call out the top names in Lara's time. They tell about the Wazims and the McGraths and the Wands and so on. And sometimes you get the impression that these are the only people who were bowling at Lara. Okay. And I'm saying the fact that you had, say, Murali Litharan in the Sri Lankan team, and Shaminda Vaz was pretty handy after a while. They didn't tell us who the other two bowlers are. So Lara could very well be batting Murali Litharan, who is an all-time great, but that Sri Lankan attack is not no better than some Olipa attacks. No.
All right,
even though there is no Murali Litharan in, say, the let's say in
the current Sri Lankan
Sri Lankan side.
Fair enough.
But the fact that you had Murali Litharan doesn't tell me that bowling attack is better than some other bowling attacks.
All right,
and I was giving the example of the Walsh and Ambrose led bowling attack of the West Indies in the 90s. Yes. Walsh and Ambrose were world men. And what is the greatest?
And every series they changed the other two.
Yes. But that West Indies bowling attack, you couldn't say that bowling attack was better than, say, the England bowling attack. A few years after. That didn't have Walsh and Ambrose.
I try to balance it up a little.
Balance it up. You have 30 seconds.
Yeah, man. I try to balance it up. I I'm going to use Australia, for example. A lot of games Brian Lara play against the McGrath, the Brett Lee, the Gillespie, Wan, good set of bowlers. My thing though, because West Indies was so poor, Lara, in a way, had to face these bowlers, and for bat through these bowlers to quote unquote eventually face Brambo bowlers, It's not really a point. We can just rubbish.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
So he must really see off, because when Brett Lee are bowling me yet
and most top batsmen do that,
Yeah.
Where they say, all right, then.
Like,
no, but here's why the worthless team that Lara had makes Lara's achievement a little bit greater for me than, say, a Viv.
This why
the big bowler on the Australian side, let us say McGrath, who was more successful against Brand than most. McGrath could take rest.
Exactly.
When Lara
Brian.
Oh, yes. So he can wait on Brian, actually.
He can wait on Brian because things were happening at the other end.
Yes.
So he can always fresh when he was bowling.
Yes, wonderful point. Wonderful.
However, when the big bowler, when Viva play, you have to try out Greenwich, you have to try out Higgins, you have to try. So when Viv catch you, you're going to the your foot spelling.
Yes.
And that is it.
But Lara can always, because other people,
but yeah, give him an argument, man.
No, but it's a fair, man.
No, it's a fair argument.
It's a fair thing,
And this is the situation Smith find himself in. A man probably say, all right, we can probably contain Smith, I will try, But there's Labashane.
No. Labashane started play cricket about a year or two ago.
No, but overall, the Australian batting lineup in general was.
Hold on, let me just give you. Lara scored 18% of his team's runs. Steve Smith is 16.7, almost 17.
It's not far out.
The difference between Lara's importance to the West Indies and Steve Smith's importance to Australia is a difference of 1.3 or whatever it is. It's not as wide as you think. Yes, him have Labouche now, and him have Kawaja now at the top. But Kawaja wasn't playing for years.
I would have to look at that stat still. But overall, Steve Smith in a better.
I agree.
In general.
I agree. But you're gone long now, man.
All right, if you know New Kingston, call us again. Call us again, Kingston. Big up yourself.
All right, this sound like Michael from St. Thomas. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Michael.
Yes.
Council, how are you doing, sir?
How are you doing, Michael from St. Thomas?
A couple of things. I'm wondering, in all these discussions, we haven't heard anything about the great Sachin.
Steve Smith better than Sachin, too. You think I'm afraid to say it?
So we have Steve Smith, then who? Lara, then Sachin? Or
Steve Smith, Don Bradman, Steve Smith, and then you have about 8 or 10 that you could
battle for third.
Including Sachin Tendulkar and Brandon.
Yeah, but he's also a class by himself, you know?
Yes. Yeah, man.
And with Brian, he's lovely. He's really lovely to watch. That match in Barbados.
Hey, let me say something to this lovely to watch, Brian Lara.
Yeah.
Boy, I remember at one point in Lara's career, coming up towards 2000, where Lara was hopping around at the crease, when he was jumping at the ear, when he bowling quick. I remember how people used to accuse Lara of his 2 foot off the ground and basically looking jerky to fast bowling. I don't remember them something.
I remember that. I remember
2 foot off the ground and him look a particular way. Lara cannot bat fast bowling. Genuine fast bowling no better than Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Joke where I make it for that.
Yeah.
Oh. Go on now.
But I think what the Australians don't have going for them is their baggy green.
What does that mean?
The hard man, it don't look all that attractive.
Oh well.
Yeah. Another thing now, that declaration this morning.
Yeah.
You know, England really made a whole heap of runs in one day.
Yeah, man. 390.
And I really, boy, I'm saying I thought it was one day cricket, man.
But why not carry on and just make as much as possible in the one day and just put yourself in even a stronger position?
Because he wants to win.
No, let me tell you what it is. Ben Stokes feels that you could get another extra 20-30 runs.
But if 2 wickets is even more valuable than that.
There you go.
Yeah, man, that's the logic behind
He
it.
believes that, listen, if we can, because Warner against Stuart Broad has had, as they say in English cricket, a wood over him for a while.
Yeah.
If him can nip out
Warner and then grab the number 3
and Labouche in the night,
Yeah.
in the
late evening.
in the late evening.
Yes, man. That's the logic.
Because the declarations coming back to you, Michael. One of the things that opposing captains do is do what the batting team would least want,
yes.
or not just expect, want. Now, if you ask the 2 openers, Warner and
Manning or no,
Kawaja, would you prefer Australia having an extra 30 runs and you coming to bat at an hour after play starts
tomorrow,
or you would have preferred to go bat with 6 overs to go in the evening? Yeah. They might tell us, let them get an extra 30 and me will come back tomorrow after hour. Nobody no open batsman no want bat 6 over in the evening, brother. Especially when you feel all day. So from that standpoint, I understand.
I figure that's why he did it.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear. What's your Australia score now?
14 without loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, all right, bro. That's
all right, it was nice meeting you the other day, my boss. Big up yourself.
Man, you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah, man. Same.
The whole nation, the whole power Amiga nation.
Yeah. By the way, I must tell the people that you're a man of your word, you know. People, this man and I had a little small wager about the NBA final. And we not tell how much we did bet, you know. No come out of our business. That's it. And one day when I came in, I hear so somebody was here to see me, which is, happen from time to time. Only to find the man in the lobby at Kaylee's say he has come to settle his debts. Not too many people are like you. I appreciate it, sir. I felt rich that day. And may your food basket never run dry.
All right, Micah. You gone?
We lost him. I will lose it.
All right. Alric.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
How you doing, Alric?
Yeah, man.
just a touch about the thing in a couple of days, you know?
Yeah, I haven't heard from you now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Work, you know?
Work, have you?
Yeah, man. All right. So, may I hear the discussion, though? The Steve Smith and Brian Lara. And you know, care who wants me a bootlicker.
Yeah.
Everybody know my reputation for the program. I'm a stats man. And for a man who play 97 test,
yes,
averaging just over 60, Steve Smith is a better test cricket batsman than Brian Lara. Plain and simple. This is not about popularity contest or beauty contest. Batting is simply about making runs.
Well, it's a pity. I read the debate the other day already. You know, come with one, and you don't take on Andre.
Well, Andre, make somebody else take on a mood, man. Because I'm not just debate, man. I'm not run from debate still, you know.
No, I know you don't run, man. But you, Andre, will want to debate somebody, you know. Andre,
so
will.
Andre mood.
No, Andre think Lara. The same discussion, man. He have Lara over Smith.
He's saying that Lara is better than Steve Smith.
Yes.
I better great time.
Great, I'm using the word greater.
He's saying better or greater?
Great time use.
Because
when me tell him so why not better, he back off and running. I don't know why.
No, he's asked why not greater. When you ask why not better.
But if him think Lara better, Lara better than Steve Smith.
Is that thin line between better and greater, you know?
Greater includes a lot of things because to me,
the mere fact that Andre no want to debate better, Andre no deep down in the heart. So it's a whole argument over the next.
Andre, true Andre.
Hold on, Alric.
Make we come back. We're coming back, Alric.
Yeah.
Get customized aluminum windows and doors at Hepburn's Glass Supplies, 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. 10 years of experience guarantees satisfaction. Call or WhatsApp 876-773-4799. The time, courtesy of Hepburn's Glass Supplies, is 2 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Maintain social distancing. Maintain at least 3 to 6 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. When someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth which may contain the virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus, if the person coughing has the disease.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back, Harry.
Yes.
So, it's not about pretty looks and all of those things that they want to come in. But it is about production and run. And Steve has shown that he make more runs before man get him out in cricket. And the thing is simple. The man is a better test batsman than Brian Lara. We too insular in our reasoning and think because Brian Lara is a West Indian. I'm a West Indian, and you see, there's a difference, as I was saying to even Zidane the other day, you know, and in terms of the Arsenal and the Man U thing. You see, Steve Smith is the better batsman. But you see what they matter about now? When they talk about who them preference is now becomes a subjective matter. So, me prefer to go see Brian Lara back than Steve Smith.
Well, I would go watch Brian.
Exactly. So, preference comes down to the individual.
What you like.
It's subjective.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to better now, we have quantitative data because the man average. And just look out of the year, so you know.
True.
About the man back to
But Alric, where in any dictionary have you seen the word better to mean more attractive?
And that more I know too.
So I don't understand who's in the argument at all, you know. I'm gonna say, you must have attractiveness is a part of you who's better now. It can't be. Because I'm paid to make runs. You're not paying me to look good.
Exactly.
You understand? So you can't then say, that man is better than because
but
more
let
attractive.
me throw something in the argument that has not been said before.
Yeah.
Listen to me now, people. The cricket purists devise technique for one reason only. So when Lara plays with a very straight bat, and look at you, the reason why they ask you to play with a straight bat is because you have a better chance of hitting the ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they tell you to square cut a particular weight coming from top to bottom, and you do it that orthodox way. It wasn't just because of style, you know.
No.
The purpose of
Efficiency,
style
all of that.
is because they want you to be more efficient. You know?
Yes.
Exactly.
So when they tell you back and across and punch straight, all of these stylish things in cricket is a means to the end of scoring runs. You know?
To make runs.
Now the fact that Steve Smith can score more runs before people out him with an unorthodox technique. In other words, what he's doing goes against conventional coaching methods. Make me rate him even more, you know. Whenever you understand me, I said to you.
Well, look on Hooper and Ship. Ship look like a crab.
There you go.
Change him stand so many times because he want the best results. So he's not going to conventional way.
There you go.
The man, when him get it, when the ball ball, the man is in the perfect position to stroke the ball.
You remember the Englishmen, the first time when Viv Richards batting up. Because I tell him, they can't discuss the cricket like me. You know? Oh, he plays too much across the line. He doesn't play straight enough. He doesn't go through the V. And Viv Richards said, why should I lick the ball to mid-off or mid-on when I can't lick it through mid-wicket when I'm nobody? I runs, I come out here for me not come as for the English public. Oh, look how he looks. Because there's a barrage of people who look that way here now and runs. Steve Smith, the very ball that the average batsman go and leave. Smith are going to run it down behind backward point for one.
And get runs. So the argument about the era thing now, everything the batsman, first of all, you have to bat against the bowlers that you come up against.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that argument have more credibility to it though, than the attractiveness.
But I'm saying we can always put things into context, but at the end of the day, you can always find different contexts and different variables for different eras.
Here's a hypocrisy about the bowlers argument. Every West Indian that I've ever spoken to will tell you that Garfield Sobers is the best all-rounder the game has seen. Very few of them know the quality of the batting and bowling.
You know that
Garfield Sobers used to play with. Very few. What they use to determine that are his average. This man have 26 century, 93 tests, average 58. This man have 200 test wicket.
World record,
world record.
Yeah.
They don't know who he faced. We don't know.
They just say, listen, it's the highest level. It's the same thing they do with the World Cup as well. Them say, you go to the World Cup, you dominate, we rate you. They don't know much about defenders who Pele and face. They say, was the World Cup the highest level?
We don't know who Pele did that play.
Yes,
but we rate Pele. So why all of a sudden we want to know who Steve Smith play?
But one argument kill them still enough. One argument kill them and them can't go around it with when it comes to Dan Bradman and Steve Smith and now. And them talk about the quality bowling and the era of the man them batting up. Because Bradman, we don't know the quality of bowlers that he faced because we were not around. But at the end of the day, a lot of other batsmen were in that era with Dan Bradman. But no other batsman in that era averaged 99. Them they even average 60.
There you go, boss.
So where I go say, if the bowling was so weak, why is it that only Bradman alone average over 70?
They must tell me that the bowling weak was Sobers used to face as well. That's
why is it in this era? Why is it that Steve Smith is the only man that is hovering close to 60 and high 50s?
No other batsman.
I'm not doing
who
that.
has played 100 tests is averaging 60. None.
So why is it that they don't want to give the man him credit?
And yet we can't compare that man. If I was asking some grade 5 students, there is one man who averaged 52 in cricket. And there's another man who is averaging 60. No other human being, except one other human being, averages 60 after 100 tests. And I'm not going 100 tests yet.
In the 97.
This man averages 44 or more against every big team that he play against.
Simple.
This man has scored more centuries after 97 tests than anybody else in the world.
Brian Lara.
Bradman, because Bradman never played 97 tests.
Yeah.
Nobody who has played 97 tests has ever scored 31 centuries after 97 tests. You know? In other words, in fact, nobody who has played 100 tests ever scored 31 centuries. But we can't say that man must be in the same sentence with Brian Lara. What make?
And so, man, you can't, we never reason with people who make the argument that no matter where Steve Smith beats
me hate to hear that one day, see, man. If you think Lara greater, man, you better come
no matter what the man do. That means you're not a reason.
You're not a reason, man.
That means you don't make up your mind.
Yeah.
Now, hold on, people. If Steve Smith come start average a little bit, and then they say about him.
Then that's different.
But right now, at this point in time, The man, but be fine. Also, if he make 20 straight ducks, him and Lara average, I'm going to see it. All I'm saying, my boss, give the man respect for what.
Give the man him due. The man, we not like him, but if you're a purist, he not look pretty, but at the end of the day, it's not a beauty contest.
I have heard of batsmen scoring ugly runs. Big man, me don't know what I'm saying. You know how many times when me I watch West Indies about this ugly runs thing only come in when I know your team, you know. Yeah. Yes, so no, the amount of time I watch West Indies about, and we ought to lose some games.
How many runs did Shanapa score when he broke the world record for run chase?
Century.
We never went with sweet. We get
sweet.
It was sweet.
Exactly. When Australia, brilliant. When Australia set to the 480, and Sarah met the 100, none of that 100 was ugly to me.
Nobody was thinking about that.
It was brilliant.
Nobody was thinking about attractiveness of it. That day, we just said school run shape.
Sarah make 100 to the 100 sweet.
Yes.
When the man lick off the intelligence and fly down the fine leg for 4.
What? Jump.
What you call ugly? Hey, you remember the game? You remember the game when we have played the 2004 Champions Trophy final?
Yeah,
yes. When Vosper Drakes and what the little one name?
Bradshaw.
Them come lick off the score.
Yeah.
What ugly about that, my boss?
No, can't ugly about it. Runs are runs.
How can runs in a winning cause be ugly?
Ugly win is better than a pretty
lad. We don't know what name ugly runs, people.
Runs are runs.
Once you make runs and I win the big side of runs, they look good to me.
All right, I'll them run you off now.
Anyway,
yeah, man. Big up. All right.
Bull.
Not bull. Music.
Oh, yes.
Time of fly.
Music, yeah, man. True. Our music today is what? Friday? Well, it's still brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Dreaming Color.
All right. The music is on my phone, people. So let me get it to you. Didn't realize the time of fly Orville, man. I had a long morning this morning. You know?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So have the music here, man. All right. Because yeah, about later.
Yeah.
All right, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. This is D major we're playing? No, well, you have to tell me the music then, my boss. Carlin Davis. We're playing a Kevin Downs. I take it away. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color.
Big up Edge Camp. Right.
Kevin Downswell. Come send back the devil, go down hell. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run in it, they are saved. My safety is in Jesus. My protector is Jesus. When I'm in trouble, I call that name. Jesus. My burden bearer. Jesus. My heavy load share, Jesus. My bridge over troubled water, Jesus. Stick closer than a brother, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. I beg you call that name, Jesus. Beg you call that name, Jesus. When my family forsake me, Jesus. When I'm feeling lonely, Jesus. When I have no money, Jesus. All kind of problems surround me, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. I beg you call that name. Call upon the name of the Almighty One. Call him up. When the enemies attack you, wanna put you in a shuttle and you're fighting the battle, just call him up. When your life in a trouble and you can't take the struggle, man, no make the pressure kill you, just call him up. When the rent man I look for you, family your pressure, you nothing up on the table. Call him up. Call upon him for make a miracle, cause anything is possible. Power in the name of Jesus. The Lord is my light and my salvation. We tell it to the world from about 91. So we telling them again in me new hit song. Make them know we have to stay firm and strong. Me no self-righteous, I'm just a man. No, me not perfect. Doing what I can, understand. How me know me and my purpose. God him have the plan. I'm a faith in the man. Jesus. My burden bearer. Jesus. My heavy load share, Jesus. My bridge over troubled water, Jesus. Stick closer than a brother, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. I beg you call that name, Jesus. Beg you call that name, Jesus. When my family forsake me, Jesus. When I'm feeling lonely, Jesus. When I have no money, Jesus. All kind of problems surround me, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. Somebody call that name, Jesus. I beg you call that name. This is for somebody. Mountains on my left, mountains on my right, fear on my back. I see the Red Sea inside. God, me I go change. Mountains on your left, mountains on your right, fear on your back, just in the Red Sea in sight. You have to call him name. Yes, you have to call his name. We have to call him name until his power touch down and bring some change. Call him up.
When your pocket full of money, things pretty, and sunny, give thanks and prosperity.
Call him up.
When you know you're living up it,
All right, that was Bounty Killer there and Kevin Downswell. Call him up. Brought to you by HM Paints for people who dream in color.
All right,
take
let's
a
take a
break.
break. Yeah.
Coming back.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year, going through the roof. You think I should call Pete?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
Here's great news for men 40 years or older with an NHF card. The PSA test for prostate cancer is now a new benefit. Use your NHF card and get a discount of $1,600 for one PSA test each year. Pay less for your PSA test and take charge of your health. Contact NHF for labs accepting NHF card for the PSA test. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
A message from the National Health Fund.
Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. Bull, welcome back.
Big up to the man, then. Big up to everybody, you know?
Yeah, man. Zidane just step
man. And big up to the evangelist same time, too, you know?
Big up.
Yeah. Zidane.
Him just step out.
Are you the man that left me for a reason ball game with?
Them in a know ball just as good as anybody else.
Man, I know ball, man. A while ago, I couldn't believe what you said, man. I drive the car, man, to the car.
What me say now?
Say you're going to use King and Low.
No, me not leave out none out of the two.
So where are you going to be up? The best defender in that squad.
Me like King and me like Low. Me never remember Ethan Pinnock for you.
Oh, you don't remember the best defender in that squad, August?
Me never remember Ethan Pinnock for real.
So, all right, now that you know about, now that you hear about, they're still picking the two of them.
So, like, I will go on back three.
No,
then.
Why? Not me always like when Jamaica play 5-3-2 still.
That could work, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah, it could work.
Me always think we got our success from Simoes playing 5-3-2.
No, all right, for me, when they play in a back three, they look at the middle of the part, you want some creativity there. And also, the back three kind of kill Leon Bailey, you know. So, you want Leon coming out for the left at the pure winner, you understand?
Him can roam, man. Him is a hybrid player, man.
He can roam, but the best of time I'm coming off the left or the right.
Here's my thing with the 5-3-2 now. Though. When we were playing 5-3-2, we had Gardner who was big and overlapping and who could come up. We don't have nobody like that.
But my boy, they play as a something, you know. Zidane.
Who?
Bell.
Amari Bell is as good at going down the flank and do a thing.
He can't do him thing.
Can't do him thing. All right. I never remember Ethan Pinnock.
That's why we can't read it.
Oh.
That's like you have to catch your side and say, no, remember Steve Smith.
No, man, Ethan Pinnock not reach so much in our psyche. How much Ethan Pinnock play for Jamaica? Ethan Pinnock play about...
We are little pressure, man. That's the last man.
No, me just want to know, because him name then jump out immediately at me.
He hasn't played a lot.
I don't think
him passed the game.
I didn't think past.
I think him gone yet. Yeah, because we watch him a lot in the Premier League. We know him.
I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and him offer something more to defend him to offer. I'm left foot, man.
Okay.
Yeah, and he passed the ball very well. You know that.
Yeah, man, he does.
Yeah,
It's gonna be interesting to see who the coach picking up because
he have a good left to right diagonal.
Yeah.
Lachty Burley. It is my boy Ivan Tony. So we could have used him in that kind of way to hit Antonio or Nichols sometimes. So right away, let me give my starting.
But the coach, but hold on, what formation does the coach want to play? It seems as if he likes.
I don't like that formation, that 4-4-2.
He likes 4-4-2.
6 games. Him gone 6 games to Jamaica.
Yeah. Metal.
A 4-4-2 play.
The coach likes 4-4-2.
Yep, I think play for Iceland too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, none at all. When you use a 4-4-2, especially the coach I use, you want 2 solid central midfielders, who can hang the ball and who can deal with defense.
What's the name of the number 5?
The number 5 is Limbitsky.
No man.
Lachty
Bodier. I like him.
Yeah.
Him can handle the ball and him busy all over the park.
Yes. Russell slow and I mean.
I don't rate Russell.
Russell can come on for the bench. But here my 11 now. You know? Up top, I go with Antonio and my boy, and Nichols, Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wide areas, they don't know our boy Leon Bailey and Bobby Reed.
Yes.
In the midfield now, I work with you from Preston Market. Maybe again, Rasta.
Daniel Johnson.
Yeah, and then that next part, they have the problem. But that's either give Lachty Bodier or Russell. But here, I would go with Russell now. Zidane. We feel like, we might move in the middle of the park, you need somebody to stand up in there. We feel Russell get that he have a big standing up presence in there while Daniel Johnson can be the one move on and need it.
He looks slow.
Like
Him too slow, man. I don't rate him all.
I feel like if you have both.
You're not buying that.
Yes, when you say especially when you are a team where constantly going to face oppositions coming at you. You don't want a man we can't chase and run.
You need to be quicker across the ground.
Man. You say if you're a big team we can play tick-tack and you are going in possession, them slow man they can't work.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you have 2 players who have vacated the middle of the park, it can cause problems.
No, but
as we said,
Lachty Bodier didn't vacate the middle of the park the other day.
He move in there.
Yeah, but him come back and win a lot of balls. Him not indisciplined.
Yeah, let me hear your 4 defender. Who you have at right back?
At right back, I go with the Wolves, the young Wolves player. What's his name? Limbitsky or what you want.
Oh, Lebby Casey.
Lebby Casey.
Or what, man.
Yeah. In the middle of the defense, though, I go with King and Pinnock.
So Damian Lowe get left?
Yeah, I put on the other state for the match. But I don't think the coach will, but I would. The reasons being, him run out of the big defense a lot. He's not a very composed defender. If run out of the middle, I will make some tackle way up in the midfield. I wouldn't need that. And also on the ball, while he win the ball and he win the ball, might as well never win it. I'm a give man the ball.
That is only when he might try things, though. I think because I still think he's one of our best central defenders. He head the ball well. I think him read the game well. Yes, he has a tendency to make bad pass and he can be a little bit rash.
I don't think
as well.
Well doing that.
But me now got to throw away Damian Lowe.
I'm not throw away. I bet a little youth forward and know why.
Which is King.
I work with Pinnock.
Well, I don't know if me that say King.
Remember from the first time King played in the national team, I called and tell him I rate King,
No, me rate him too, Which is why I tell us I would go with both, but now that I tell about the Pinnock fella, maybe me not.
No, never sit down here that state, man. Here that state have to go and hold it a little bit.
All right.
But I don't think he will bench though. Let me just say that. I don't think the coach will, but I would.
Okay.
So sure, I hear you.
If you ask me to pick the team or the coach that pick, would I pick him in there? But if you ask me to pick my team, that's a different thing.
If King take him game now, he probably will never play for Jamaica again.
No, but that's push. But I feel that squad.
No. I'm saying if King and Pinnock are always available to us.
Yes.
And
I'm going to struggle to regain and must be started.
Damian Lowe can't tell the same. And he has been our best defender now for years.
Yeah, man. He has been a must pick for about the last 5
years.
If
you look at it now, in time soon coming, this World Cup is doing.
How old Damian Lowe,
Young enough, man. Probably about 28.
I sent out Damian Lowe to pass already.
I think Ethan Pinnock is a must pick.
A long time in a local player will play all the way overseas now. The King, A long time in a local player say that.
No, man,
unbelievable on the ball. I'm reading the game.
He can be a little bit casual, though.
Yeah, too casual.
There are times when
overconfidence.
So you say the same. While we say that Lowe can give away the ball, I try and make bossy looking pass.
We not have.
I've seen King give away the ball out of
because he has too long.
complacency.
Yeah, he's too long on the ball when he need to be.
There you go. So if we are go, you know, give them strength and weaknesses. Yeah, if you agree that with King.
But I'm interested. It's a touch up between them, but my work with King.
All right.
I'm going to rate this one. Somebody else said of that. Remember, to me, the best Premier League match ever was Dumbledore versus Cavalier.
Cavalier. Yeah. We done 4-3.
I done 4-3.
Yes.
And the little man just the ball come out on the edge of the back, and the man just control it, you know, and turn, you know, and go off for the left curl, top corner, and walk off. That's the way.
Yeah, man.
It's a different line, but the composure them have, and plus he can pass the ball. I respect him passing ability.
I don't know who should get the credit, but when he was at Clarendon College, I didn't expect him to be this good at this point.
But you know what I think in one of the weaknesses is the ball over the top.
Well, the coach is there to work on that. I'm still young, you know, so I'm still growing and developing. Yeah. All right, Guru. Leave it there, Guru.
All right.
Yeah, man. Nice, calm call there from Bull. I don't think this one will be.
No. And this person calls to talk to you.
No, man, is you come from.
No. He will not have a conversation.
Do I Shatu?
All right, Zidane, he's all yours.
Do I?
We're not
turn him up. No, Asta, we're not hearing him. Yes, do I? Yeah, do I?
Let me see if
it's not you, man.
Can you hear me now?
It wasn't you, man. It was the technical operator. You're hearing it.
Guys, how y'all doing?
Not
yet.
Orville, how are you?
How are you?
I don't know. I'm fine. Orville, can we have a rational discussion?
No.
Why we can't have a rational discussion?
Because you won't allow it.
If I allow you, can we have a rational discussion?
You're incapable of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Orville, we're not to go through all of that, you know. Orville.
Yeah.
When you sit down and you rate like Chandra Paul and Viv Richards, who do you say is a better batsman?
Viv
Richards?
Yes.
But Chandra Paul has a higher batting average.
Margin.
So how come Viv Richards is a better batsman than Chandra Paul?
Because I've been saying for years that when the averages are that close, a matter of very, very small numbers, then I'm prepared to look at some other things.
So what do you call small numbers?
Well, between Viv and Shiv, we're talking about a 1 point something.
Yeah, but generally, what's your rule? What you call if it's?
I don't have a rule.
What?
But if you're 8 points or 7 points,
so it does depend on the batsman.
No, man. I'm saying if you are
no,
at 7,
but if you're being objective, you must have a number that you say if it's.
No, I don't want to have a number. Just like
but if you don't have your number, it's down to a batsman then.
Just like when I say that I want you to have a certain amount of test.
Okay. Let's go with what you say.
No, but just like how I say I want a batsman to have a number of games before we can rate it. I don't have an exact game in mind or exact amount, but you know you have to play long enough.
So you don't have a sample size.
No, it's not an exact number. But I know that
you don't have a ballpark either.
Let us say if I'm 5 points more than you, it would be more and more difficult to convince me that the man who is 5 points less.
Okay. Anyway, let's stick to Vivan and thing there.
Yeah.
So they are less than 2 runs apart.
Average.
So you say, yeah. So you think that is too close to call, and what you do when it's too close to call?
I look at some other things.
You look at other things. So in the case of like Vivan, just generally, what would be the next thing that you look at?
Your ability to dominate in all conditions.
So you first look at runs, then you look at your ability to dominate.
Yes. When the averages are that tight. Now I want to know, okay, so there's very little to separate, you know, in terms of averages. Which one I know is more likely to dominate in all conditions?
Okay.
So if it's spin, if it's spin or pace.
So judging from what you say.
Yeah.
All right. If the first thing you have is runs, I'm picking up from something that.
No, my first thing is average.
Wait, no, Orville, listen, man. Just listen first, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If the first thing you have is runs, isn't it? If you
but the first thing
wait, let me get to it. Orville,
the first thing I have is not run.
No, but if we were to go through them one item at a time, we're not going to group up anything. We're going to have a first, a second, and a third. See me like. If we have runs first.
But runs is not first for me.
But Orville. But we're going to have a second Orville.
No man, but me don't know if you ask me if when I know that me I work with my
You said average is the first for you?
Yes.
So you're saying that if a man have a score 55 runs per innings, you prefer the prefer the man with a higher batting average but a lower runs per innings?
If you're a top order batsman, the first thing I use to separate you from another top order batsman is your average in Test cricket.
No. Listen carefully to what I ask you.
Yes.
Shivnarayan Chanjapal scores around 42 runs every time he go out there to bat. Okay? Viv Richards scored more. See him? He score around 47 or somewhere around here. So you're telling me that if the two of them go out there and bat in a series, and you are the fan watching, you would rate the man who scored more runs in the series less than the man with the higher batting average?
I rate Viv over Shiv.
No. If you are a TV, if you're sitting down in your house watching this test series on television, you would rate the guy who scored more runs in the test series less than the guy who scored less runs but had a higher batting average?
I work with batting average.
You would do that, Zidane?
No, Chateau.
Do you know any fan of cricket?
In that scenario,
No. Do you know any fan of cricket who watches a series and decide that the guy who scored less runs in the series is the bigger bat because the next guy was knocked out more often and have a bigger batting average? You know of any scenario like that?
Orville Higgins would be that.
No. Orville, you know of people who are like that apart from you or... No, I said apart from Orville. Who do you know is like that, who watches a test series?
The people at the ICC, when they compile greatest list, they work with average. They don't work with runs per inning.
Go to your break. All
right, we're coming back to that.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
England declared on 393 for 8 today on the first day of the first test against Australia at Edgbaston. England former captain Joe Root hit 118. Johnny Bairstow got 78 and Zach Crawley 61. Nathan Lyon got 4 for 149. Australia were 14 without loss at Stubbs. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got your text now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can't get some?
No. Go buy your own. Hey!
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Today is the day to push past my limits. Escape my comfort zone, I won't live within it. Healthy energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be, best version of me. I won't give up, no, I never stop. Boost me up, boost me up. Boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
Importers. Shipments requiring you to pay customs duties and taxes are cleared on a customs goods declaration known as an IM4 or IMS4. Ask your clearing agent to provide your customs declaration, customs assessment notice, and customs receipt once duties and taxes are paid. Where your clearing agent may not be able to provide the IM4 or IMS4, request your customs goods declaration registration number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Orville.
Yeah.
So suppose you're given the task to weigh in on who the man of the series in a particular test series. And we have seen it done where ITC official or whoever it is, whoever they ask, make a decision all the time on who the man of the series is. You're saying that you would give the man of the series to somebody.
No, man, I'd have to see the series.
No, Squaddy. You would give the man of the series,
my boss.
What are you talking about?
I would want to see the man whose runs were more impactful in the series.
Yeah, there you go. So
no. Suppose you make 100 runs, I mean make 50 in one of the games that were drawn. Let's say the series ends 2-1, and the man and in the 2 tests, the side that win 2 tests, one man scored 2 big centuries in those 2 games, while the other man scored 2 centuries in 2 drawn.
I never asked that. No, man, I never asked that.
No, but you could score less runs.
No. Orville, stick to what we are asking you about. When you're making a decision about who the man of the series is,
I'd have to see the series.
Would you award that man of the series to this man, even though he scored way less?
I can't give man of the series based on
question. Orville.
But me answer you already. I'd have to see the series.
No, but I've not formed the question, so the people don't even know what to ask.
Ask the question.
No, yeah, people listening now.
You're still going to get the same answer.
Yeah, man. So you have a decision to make with the man of the series. And the only 2 factors that
no man of the series can't come
it is my question, so I can form the question.
All right. Well, we are saying
okay, let me form the question, Orville.
But me, I can tell you something. Can't use 2 factors
to
determine that
let me form the question.
All right,
Orville, let me form the question. Hey, yo, Orville. You see when you can see the lick coming,
yes,
you start twitch and wiggle and everything, man. Just stay still, man. Get the injection, man. All right. Yeah. So, you have the job to form man of the series. The only factor, the only 2 players that you need to make a decision with, the only 2 factors that you need to consider is that one of them not out 6 times in the series, but him score less runs, but because him not out only 6 times, him have a higher batting average. The next man score more runs in the series, way more runs, but him out every single time in bat, 10 times in a series in bat every single time. But him score way more runs than the next man. So would you make a decision on man of the series based on the not-outs that the other batsman made?
I would make my decision on man of the series on who I think had the biggest impact.
I never said anything about impact.
You are not saying that. I am.
It's the only thing that is to be considered.
There aren't not. I'm going with impact.
If the only consideration is not.
But you asked me the question, and me I go with impact.
You have not answered the question.
I am going with impact on the series. Do I too?
Impact.
So when I looked at which of these 2 players would have had the biggest impact on the series?
Impact.
Yes.
So then how come when we are weighing up who is the best batsman, we don't use impact?
No. But me think
No,
if
no,
you
answer the public. You said that what you use.
no, you're talking about man.
No. Every time you have man of the
Why
series.
can't I be
What
allowed?
you
to
use,
finish
what
a
you
sentence?
use.
Right. Ask him the question differently. Ask him who would be the better player in that series. Not man of the
All
series.
right. Let's
Who would be the better batsman?
Who would be
I
the
would-
better batsman?
in that
Orville?
I would have to see the series.
Huh?
I would have to see the series.
All right.
In
Let's
other
move
words,
on.
let me.
Hey, Orville,
no,
let's move
Jesus,
on.
give me a chance to talk to my time.
All right, talk.
I am saying if you in a match scores 40 in the first innings and a man lick out your middle stump, and 40 in the second innings and a man lick out your middle stump, you would have scored 80 in that game. Another man come and make 36 and nobody not out him, and 36 again and nobody not out him. He would have made 72 in the series.
What's the difference? What's the difference between
8 runs?
72 and 80? No, is that
One make
more
8.
runs?
One make 8 more runs.
No,
than the
is
series.
that way more runs, Orville?
But you said
is that way more? No.
But you
but
asked
you're
me the
com-
question.
you're
Let
bringing
me
it down-
answer.
You're bringing it down to 8 runs.
But you said 10 more runs. 10.
No, 50 more runs.
Hold on, no. I'm talking in a
50
game.
more
But
runs.
I'm talking in a.
50, I'm saying the series.
I'm talking in a game, my boss, and therefore it could
No,
extend
man,
to the
it's man
series.
of the series we're talking about.
But
Man of the series.
I am saying in a match, because it's what you do in a match determine whether I'm getting a
Orville,
series.
Orville.
My man of the series would be how much I think your impact match by match by match.
Orville, let's move to something else, because you and I have two different parameters.
Yes,
you
we
want
do.
to talk about man of the match. I want to talk
But
about
my
man
man
of the
of the
series.
series
But
is
may I move
hold
to
on, me
another-
I talk.
All right,
Hold
no,
on.
but
Hey,
tell
you
what.
said we must have a rational thing to make me talk.
But we
I am
Orville,
saying
we
my
are-
man. Hold me I say what me I say now.
No, but listen to what
Hey,
I'm
big
saying
man.
first,
Hey,
and
me say.
listen to what I'm saying
I
first,
am going.
and then
Hey,
you can-
me I say what me I say.
No, but
My-
Orville, I'm
hey,
not talking
Jesus,
about
hey,
hear what I'm saying.
Me say me
Hear
I
what
say.
I'm saying now?
No, me I say what me I say. Do I? Me are the host.
I'm saying you can't
Do
say,
I?
but
Me
you
I
can't
say.
say
Me I
that to
no,
finish.
no. Me not ask if you do this no more.
Oh, you want to say no? All right,
Yes.
Go ahead.
My man of the series is going to come down largely to who I thought had bigger impacts on a match by match basis. So when I'm going to look at who I give the man of the series to, I'm going to look which one of these people were more impactful in test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test
Remember,
5.
says Zidane,
And at the
Orville,
end of
remember,
that,
says Zidane
the man
says
who me
second
think have
batsman.
most impact match by match is my man.
No, but Orville, remember, says Zidane say my ask who is the better batsman. So when I talk,
not man of them series.
yeah.
Got man
All
of the
right.
series.
So
who's
now
the
you
best
ask me that.
batsman?
Now you ask
All
me
right,
that.
but let's move on, Orville.
Oh,
Let's
you
move
want
on.
to move on?
Yeah, man, because you're not answering. So let's move on.
All right,
So yesterday we pointed out that Steve Smith, more than any other big great that we have seen, feasts on one country way more than he does anybody else. That country being England. 33%, 34% time games against one country. Everybody else down in the low 20s. Steve Smith is mid-30s. Interesting. But not only that, but he also doesn't play the best bowling lineup as often as others have. Other people play them around 21, 22, 23% of the time. He only plays them 12% of the time. That's South Africa. So the question is, if Steve Smith was playing South Africa,
what's his average
more
against South
often, 44.5. Isn't it a fact that his batting average would be lower?
We don't know that.
What?
India, if Lara had to play against India more often,
All right, let me see if I can try. Let me see if we can try to answer the question.
No, man, my time to talk now. Hey, big man, Mr. When you say something, you have to allow me to say something too.
But you didn't hear my question.
No, but you just said something. So me want the opportunity to say
no,
back
but
something.
let me ask the question.
No, you can't say ask and me not say talk with me. So you say something, so me if you say something.
No, but you did.
No, you just say if Steve Smith were asked to play against South Africa more often, his average would come down to 40.
And play with England less.
Yes, but at my time to say something now.
Yeah.
Hey, my time. They say my time to say something. Brian, the best spin attack in world cricket was India during Brian Lara's time.
That is not true.
No, man, me attack as an attack.
That is 100% untrue.
Hold on, as an attack, me not
No, that is actually 150% untrue.
Was there a team?
India at no point in time had the best spin attack in the world.
Who had a better spin attack than India?
Australia, Sri Lanka.
Australia with Shane Warne. And
Sri Lanka with Miraj.
All right, here. India Would
do you accept that you're what is
No, I don't.
True?
No, I don't.
What do you mean you don't accept?
India have one of the best spin bowling.
No.
Why do you can't make me complete no sentence?
We're talking about the best. We're talking about the best.
If Lara had to play against India more often, he would average 30.
No, Orville. We are talking about the best attacks.
Me talking about India.
No, Orville. Or Lara played the best attack.
If Lara played, who played more spinners? India. Which team? No, Mr. Minag. Which team played more spinners? India or which other team?
Orville, remember that you are the
one. If Lara had to play against a test team that played spinners as often as how India played spinners and set spin bowling conditions, Lara would average 33.
Okay, so Orville, remember that you're the one who set the parameter. You said what we should look at are not individuals, but attacks. That's what you said. Wasn't that what you came on the radio and said? We should look at the attack.
Yes.
Yeah, but India did not have as good of an attack as Australia. Their attack wasn't as good as South Africa.
Yeah, man, but they had a better spin attack than most.
Their attack wasn't as good as Sri Lanka. Their attack wasn't as good as Pakistan.
Their attack contained Brian to a 30 and average.
No. Slow down. We are intellectuals. We agree.
No. Their attack
wait. You're saying the Australian bowling attack
I am saying
superior to India.
I'm saying the Indian spin attack contained, Brian.
No, man, you said we're not.
But can we leave it now?
Attack you're dealing with.
Right.
You said we're dealing with an attack.
Me think Lara couldn't manage the Indian.
No, Orville. You cannot
manage the Indian.
set the rule for one way.
If Lara had to back against India, he would average the same thing with Kalu averaging.
Orville, you cannot set the rule one way.
If Brian Lara had to play against India, he would average the same thing with Marlon Samuels averaging.
Orville, the point is...
All right, Dwight.
No, let me see.
We have to leave it here, Dwight.
But why are you calling me down? Let me make a point.
All right, so that was very good. We talk another time. Big up yourself, Dwight.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45. A few months ago, my family and I were on the verge of being homeless until we were introduced to a property loan from Manchester Cooperative Credit Union. At first, we were skeptical, but with the great benefits and the fact that we could borrow up to $25 million at a low interest rate of 7.99% made us realize that it was the right thing to do. So we did it, and today we're in a much better situation, thanks to Manchester Cooperative Credit Union.
You tell everybody that you drive stick, but when the time comes for prove it, you keep stalling in traffic. But this time you're next to a KFC, so you get some delicious hot wings. A wing is a win. Enjoy a KFC hot wings 5-piece combo or 25-piece party bucket today. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
The Omega Radio Network. Wake up! This is Chopper Ranks, and you're listening to the Omega Radio Network.
This is Bishop John Wayne Manning, Senior Pastor from the Omega Church International Ministry. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is in your neighborhood. Top of the hour to you, ladies and gentlemen. I am Bishop John Wayne Manning on the Real Talk Show, where the talk is the talk and the walk is the walk. Tune in and listen to our programs Monday through Friday between the hours of 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. on the Real Talk. Good morning, top of the hour to you and your family. Tell a friend, call a friend, and tell them to tune in and listen to Omega Radio.
Thank you, Father. Just like Moses crossing the Red Sea. Thank you, Father.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we have 2 baskets to give away. Sunday is Father's Day. And we want to ask 2 questions, courtesy of Yummy. So big up Yummy, who's part of our sponsors here on The Sports Desk. So the next man we call, assuming he's a father, because we're not, non-father. Should we give non-fathers the gift card? Or a man if he even tell lies, same about you. Or he can give his or her father. There you go. So you have to be either a father or a son. And the mere fact that you call it mean you're somebody's son, so you can't give a father. So we move on. Rooney.
Nah, hear nothing.
Rooney.
You.
Yes, Rooney.
Oh, God.
I have a question to ask.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you don't want the yummy gift basket?
No, I'm good.
All right, you go.
Not yet quite a father. Nothing wrong, my boss.
Did I hear that?
Nothing.
All right, Rudy, you say you're good. We'll ask the next one who comes.
Yeah,
What say you?
Orville, you say you're the guru, so you did have a character. You did have a character yesterday about Shane Wan, and Dwight have a character about the spin attack. You understand me? To the boy, it's like
Hey, Dwight can't talk till him weak. As to Shane Wan, I looked it up. I looked it up last night. Shane Wan had an average of 25 per wicket.
Yeah, yes, after that.
No, they mean after something that I want to do.
But you're defending, but you're wrong again.
Lord have mercy.
The best spin attack, you understand? Let me say you're wrong.
You want to do. Yes, when Uno says something, then make me say something.
Yeah, but you said something wrong. I mean, I said
but
something you're the guru.
No, I'm going to.
You said something yesterday and Zidane have a correct you again, and you're the guru.
Hey, you what? You can't use your 5 minutes and use it that way, you know. All right, yeah, go make me say what I say, you know. So you decide, you know.
So your credibility so, go over that.
No, yeah, me I go say what me I go say. When more I say, whether you like.
Yeah, you all see there go.
All right. So tell me what come here. I go say what me.
Yeah, you go say what you have to say. All right. You have to try to defend yourself.
Yes, me exactly.
Peer rubbish shut up.
All right. So tell me what me say what me say. You ready?
Tell me you have to say what. I understand it.
Shane Wan.
Farmer guru.
Shane Wan averaged 25 runs per wicket over his career. In his last 4 series, his average was a little bit higher, 27, 28, 30. So while it's probably not quite fair to say that since 2000 he wasn't what he was, it's probably fair to say that in his last 4 series, his runs per wicket ratio were all above his average. All right. Your turn now. You see how simple that is? Simple.
Zidane have a character yesterday.
Them not forget corrected enough time.
Zidane have a character yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, pressure man.
Do I just have a character today?
About what?
But India have the best spinners. You understand me?
I believe that India.
So your guru ship are going over, boss. Anyway,
I believe. Hold on, sir. No, that we don't say them something. Them have to say back something. I believe India. Hold on. I believe that India, especially in India, concentrated their attacks more on spin than most teams.
Oh, that is a different statement now. Okay.
And if Brian Lara had played more against India, his average would end at 34.
Better?
No, I never said anything about better necessarily, right?
You said that we have the best spin attack.
I think. No. I said. Okay,
so and do I shut to have a correct you
again? Let me say it again. I think India as a bowling attack.
You think?
Yes.
You understand? I'm not wrong if you're not thinking about it. You can't kill it. Anyway.
Right.
Zidane.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you this. Michael Jordan. People out there have more rings than him?
Yeah, man.
People out there have better career records than him?
In terms of what? Wins?
Wins and numbers. Numbers we're talking about. Right?
Points per game, no.
I don't follow basketball like that. You understand me?
No, he may have more points per game. He has the most points per game. So in that regard, he leads in that regard.
At 30, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So as I'm from, but I talk about like LeBron James. LeBron James himself have better numbers than Michael Jordan. In terms of him have more points, him have more this, him have more that. You understand me? Steals and blocks and all them things there.
Mm-hmm.
Why we still say Michael Jordan is the greatest and you have people who have more rings than him? Why we never say the man who have 11 rings and the man who have 8 rings and the man who have 6 better than him? Isn't it because of where we see Michael Jordan though?
No man, the numbers not there, man. You combine the numbers, my boss. Collectively bring them together.
So Brian Lara have numbers.
Yeah.
You have people with better numbers than him, right?
25 other people with better average.
Better, exactly. Why we not compare Steve Smith with them? Why Brian Lara with the least of the apostles we are comparing with?
Because in the West, you asked the question. Am I allowed to answer now?
Yeah, man.
Are you going to do it, chat to it out?
May ask the question.
The reason why Brian Lara is the one being compared to Steve Smith is that Brian Lara is the biggest batting hero. And this is a West Indian audience. And therefore we are going to talk about Lara. What you want to talk about? Seawalk?
Hold on. Yeah. You know, because we do it for Messi, we do it for Ronaldo, we do it for Pele. Are we Argentinians? Are we Brazilians?
We don't
So
have.
don't come to me with that, Orville.
All right, so you said
We
something.
are not Argentinians.
All
we're
right,
not
so you said.
Brazilians.
All right, so you said
So
something.
don't tell me it's because.
All right,
Lara
so you said
is
something.
West
Me
Indian,
said something now.
Why we do it?
The reason why we talk about Messi and Ronaldo and
We're Argentinians.
You asked me the question. I'm going to answer you. The reason
why forever you waste my time.
No, me not waste
We're
time.
Argentinians, we're Brazilians, don't talk about them.
You asked the question 4 times, so give me a chance. And this I go happen to all of you when I call, you know. When I know say something, me need a chance to say back something. And at 10 seconds, my something I got take. The reason why we talk more about Messi and Ronaldo and Pele in Jamaica is because we have nobody comparable to these names in the Caribbean. So we are look foreign names.
Have people comparable.
But Brian Lara, hold on, me I got done something I got say, you know. Hey, Mr. Me, I got done something. Mr. Me, I got done something. Hey, Mr. If I till 4 o'clock, me I got something I have to say. The reason why when we are talking about cricketing stars and we mention Lara is because Lara is comparable to the greatest that we ever have. In name mention but we're not a baller like that, and we're not a basketball like that.
Why is he considered among the greatest when you have other people who have better numbers than him?
Because his numbers put him in that conversation.
You understand me? How much more people we have with better numbers than Brian Lara?
There are 25 people with better
numbers. No, in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean we're talking.
Better numbers in terms of batting average.
Yes, because average.
I would say maybe about 7 or 8, maybe.
Exactly, but why we keep going back to Brian Charles Lara?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
It has to be something.
All right, and you say something. Give me a chance.
Why people?
Lord, you asked the question.
No. Hey, you do your talking.
No, but you ask. But you ask why?
Me not done. Me not done yet. You understand me? Me not finish yet. So you want cut off my question?
Me not cut it off. You ask why?
You cut off my question and say your turn now, but me not done.
All right, ask the question and I'll give you the answer.
Ask you nothing.
You not ask the question.
It's a rhetorical thing.
But I can tell you the reason.
It's a rhetorical. Yeah. What is the reason? Because we're emotional?
No, Rudy. If you listen, you will know. We have had maybe 7 or 8 people with better batting averages than Brian Lara. None of these people are in the last 25 years.
It doesn't matter.
So there's
the numbers are still there.
No, but we never say Worrell and Walcott and Weeks, my boss. You expect
why people not compared?
Because we did not see these people, Rooney. We don't have no visuals.
So what you see?
We never see George Headley.
So what you see really matters.
So the reason why we are speaking.
So if me can articulate the numbers like how do I chat with that articulate the numbers, we can say, well, based on what me see with my own eye them, this man is better.
How do you know that he's better than George Headley?
You understand me? Listen, you hear what we say? You hear what you said a while ago?
Yeah.
You said we not see them man there.
So you're talking about who you see. And that is why his name is going to be mentioned more than Headley and Walcott and Weeks.
Nobody knows are there for them.
But we didn't see them, Rooney. People will talk more about who they saw.
So, all right, Sober's average better. Why people don't speak more about Sober?
We did not see him, Rooney.
We who?
The public will call this program.
A whole heap of people, brother.
They did not see him, Rooney.
So up here, young people there on the program here.
Hey, Garfield Sober stopped playing cricket 50 years ago, Rooney.
When I listen, a whole heap of elderly people
Rooney,
to this program.
The average age. The average age. Hold on, my time to talk now. No, me never.
All I am saying is Brian Lara with an inferior average to other batsmen must be somebody.
But he is, Rooney.
Special.
But he is.
Every time anybody compare, even them compare.
But Rooney, Brian Lara he is special,
20 years later with an inferior batting average. Because Sangakkara have a better batting average than him. Jack Callis have a better batting average than him. You keep pointing.
None of these are West Indians, though.
It no matter, my boss.
In Sri Lanka,
Brian Lara them talk about.
Who are talking about?
Even Sangakkara come and speak about this man.
Rooney,
there must be something special about
who do you think? Give me a chance down, man. Who do you think the Indians rate as the best in the world? No, go see.
Before Brian Lara, everybody great people, the greatest whatever all about.
I can't tell you, Rooney, the Indians don't rate Lara over Sachin. Stop it.
Nah.
And I can't tell you, so the Australians don't rate Lara over Bradman. Stop it.
What you talk about?
How you know that? Me read more about cricket than you. Not go so.
When you look on it, you know, and Orville talk about it. 5 love against South Africa. You understand me? When him come to the West Indies, with a
no man, we rate him. We rate him.
We who? We rate the man, brother.
We rate him more than
the world rate the man. When the man average 52.
Rooney, if you believe Brian Lara,
the man average. Rate the man stop the man. The man average 52, and the world can't stop talking about this.
The world can't stop talking about Bradman and George Jedlin either.
What you talking about? What?
The world is still talking about Bradman who stopped their cricket almost 100 years
ago. You don't say you're biased.
Me biased. When you say Brian Lara is more rated in India. Hold on.
The guruship.
All right, you say so. When you say Brian Lara is more rated than Sachin Tendulkar in India, you have no cricketing
you are going to be the next guru.
All right, Rooney. By the way, people, when a man says Lara is more rated than Sachin in India, how do we discuss cricket with that man? Big man, Mr. Sachin get out. Steve Buckner get Sachin out in India. And them out to burn down the stadium. Sachin Tendulkar tell you that him cannot leave him yard in India. Brian Lara can walk up and down at the West Indies. What do you know, man? None of you stop it, man. We take a break. We're coming back.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Wash your hands frequently. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands.
Health Alert is sponsored by the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Men 40 years and older, use your NHF card and pay $1,600 less for your PSA test for prostate cancer. The time by NHF is 3 o'clock.
Get running and stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. What's your fitness goal? Running, walking, or hiking? Check out our new arrivals of Adidas, Nike, Asics, and Saucony. Our brands are specially suited for you. Toe-to-heel cushioning to reduce abrasions, low impact, breathability, durability, and cost. Whatever your fitness goal is, Western Sports has the shoe just for you. Western Sports, Kingston, Oteris, and Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey, we're coming to the music, but this Lara obsession is becoming laughable now. Rooney is telling me, Orville Higgins, that Brian Lara is a bigger star in India more than Sachin Tendulkar. And you know, so you have some people who because them so anti-Orville, or when they really follow, some of them don't really follow. Big man, Brian, nobody in the cricketing world can't big on Sachin in India. Uno stop it. Uno fi stop. Sachin Tendulkar is like a god. People, I have seen Sachin Tendulkar bat on the stadium empty when him out. Uno fi stop it. My God, man.
All right. Second selection brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color and Yaba Music, the Sunshine GA album.
Big ups, Yaba.
Tomorrow night with Anne-Marie.
Tomorrow night will be your night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be your night for love. I'll hold you close and tell you that I love you. I love you. You'll hold me tight and tell me you are mine. Tomorrow night, I'll hold you you close, my darling. And squeeze you tight and tell you of my love. Yes, tomorrow night we'll be all night together. Tomorrow night will be our time for love. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glass, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glass, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be our night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be our time for love. And so tonight I'll hold you and I'll lose you. But tomorrow night, that's all I'm thinking of.
All right, then.
Yeah, man. My favorite one. This I want to play this every day.
Tomorrow night from
Tomorrow
Sunshine
night from
J album.
Sunshine
Big
J
selection.
album. Brought to you by HK Paint as well, or for people who dream in color.
Let me say this one more time, people. If you listen, oh my goodness, ruin it. Not say it, not do it. People, nobody else come and make that statement. Did not sound good, Panarate. All right, who we have now?
Special one. Not a big Brian Lara fan. Eh?
Yes, indeed.
Special one.
Hello.
Special one. Special one gone.
Hello.
All right, special one gone. We'll try another line.
Yeah. All right, special one, if you're listening, call us again. Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. I hear Cat trying to. Hello.
Yeah, man, me I hear the load and
Oh, what you said, me boss?
What me I say, heal up Virgin and Virgin. You know what me I say, man? You know, if you start out the thing a little better, man, you can't have a hold so long. 45 minutes, me I hold in the barrel.
Boy, sorry about that.
Anyway, all right, Zidane, are you first now? I mean, I forgot. You know, me I put you up on the spot first.
Yes.
Yeah, Zidane, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, you hear me now, Zidane. Because me have this reaction from yesterday, you know, because from the other day, me I listen to you, you know, and I'm getting mixed reaction from you. It seems to me like it's on one side of the argument, but the next time when people ask you, you're shy, me put up on the spot to them, why you answer me.
On the spot?
Steve, Simit, Ryan,
Charles, Lara. Give Lara the edge. Give Lara the edge.
Is it better batsman?
Brian Charles, Lara the edge.
Okay, that's all I hear from you.
Yeah.
you know why I put up on the spot?
Right.
Oftentimes I've heard you discussions with Orville and thing, and you lean in sometimes to Steve Simit.
No, I like the bias start.
No. I want to separate and apart from the pretty looks, man. And you say,
I like the argument in the time, boss.
Check out the pretty looks thing.
Good.
I think it's.
Let me tell you what me like about Brian Lara.
Yeah.
Because whilst Test cricket the most important thing is not necessarily to score quickly, but you still need to score quickly enough to put the team, to try and get out the team twice.
Exactly.
And I think Brian Lara is more dominant in that regard.
By far, man. Let me tell you something too. All right, Orville. Yeah, you're the fan the thing with Rooney when say about Sachin Tendulkar more popular in India than Brian Lara.
Are more rated.
No, man. He said more. No, man. I think
no, he was talking about people. He's not popular himself.
Well, anyway, what? Yeah,
he was going. He was essentially saying that Brian Lara is more rated by Indians.
No, he must like the people who rate Lara over Sachin in India.
You believe that?
No, man. You want to run with that now. To be honest, with Rooney today, he was making some good pointers. So, me don't even matter run with that.
Up until then.
If you run with that one, they like yeah, run with that one.
What good point did Rooney make?
He was making some good points.
All right, tell me one.
Oh, I'm going to tell you. Just take your time now. All right. First of all, Rooney, you notice Rooney said, look at Brian Lara average 62 point something.
Yes.
And if you look at some other people, and use that word inferior, which we think was a strong word, because I don't think the other people were inferior, because the people who must average above Lara, people were like, apart from...
I'm still waiting to hear the good point.
Apart from the Muslim average 99, where Theo King will average 99, the rest of them are like 50 enough. Yeah. So they're still in them 50. So I don't know why I'm using inferior. Anyway,
tell me the good point. Tell me one good point.
The point you were saying that Lara averaged 52 by something.
Yes.
The world, most people around the world have this man as the greatest thing about
that is not true.
A lot of people have Brian Lara.
Hold on, I am saying my boss.
Don't tell me that I've done a lot of reading and research.
No. You're not follow and read cricket more than me. The world has done Bradman.
More than you know, but I do a lot of reading.
No, if you look, no list by any credible sources, none. If you can, hold on,
it's not a matter of list alone in our case. So you're going to list.
Then, but you said the world of Brian Lara as number one.
Hold on, man.
Where you get that?
Hold on, man. No, make it sound away, man.
All right.
When I said the world, I said a lot. I didn't say the world.
A lot of people have Steve Smith as number one as well.
A lot of people around the world have Brian Lara as.
And a lot of people have Steve Smith as the best as well. A lot of people have Sachin as.
Look here. You know, hold on. Hey,
you want me to get you?
Hold on, let me have Sachin name with and Lara name with this command. Steve Smith.
You see, once them sounds on the
that's the point I'm making.
At this, me can't deal with.
Yeah, style man as liquor man.
Yes,
me can't. At this, no, me can't deal with. No. So, you say from hold on. You say from you and me talk now, and you call Steve Smith Dali Commander. It better we talk football, bro. Because it is clear enough cricket.
You are getting emotional with Steve Smith, you know.
All right, boy, Steve Smith can't back down Dali Commander from the country.
Hold on, man. You are get carried away.
No, why you style him as a liquor man like him as some normal
cricketer? All right, Steve Smith then. Since I have a fair guy.
Yeah, man, a great player.
You.
Uno just come across as very ordinary now, so Steve Smith, Dali Commander from the.
And you are hold on for some things where you need to let that.
No, but I was saying from yesterday that part of my problem with Uno is lack of ratings for what the man is doing.
No, nobody's hold on. You ever hear nobody come and say Steve Smith can't but
me hear people come and say Dali Commander. Me hear people come and say Dali Commander. Not all what you gonna say after this now gonna sound credible to me.
You ever hear no man say Steve Smith can't but and man say them no rate him. Nobody knows that, you know, Orville. So I don't know why you always make it look like people coming and
where would you rank Steve Smith? Lara is number one for you. Where would you rank Steve Smith of all in terms of over the last 40 years?
Steve Smith was struggle to make my top 10.
It don't make sense with that cricket.
Yeah, man, you know what you want.
You get to me, David?
I look for the ES test, you can
yeah, man. No, but we can't, yo.
And the eye test.
All right. No, you see, when the argument reaches, yes, I can't bother with them.
Hey, look here, Orville. Let me tell you something with me.
No. Hold on. Hey, my job is too hard. How do I sit and read a program and listen to a man say Steve Smith is not amongst the top 10 batsmen in that last 3-4 decades? With the best average, more centuries, everything.
Listen to me, I say, no, man. Listen to me, I say. I look for a lot of things different from you. Because you are stats state, I am not a stats state. You just run down stats. And we know that everybody will follow you.
What you use to determine who better?
I don't run them with the stats.
Explain to us what you use to determine who's better.
I use everything, man.
But now, what is the main one? What is the main one?
want a man average higher than a man, you say man.
No. Special man. Forget about Orville. What is the main criteria you use to determine who is greater than who as a batsman?
I use everything, Zidane. I look at
the main one. You must be a main point that
dominate. You dominate your opponent.
You dominate your opponent.
Yeah.
I don't think Steve Smith is up there in terms of dominating the opposing team.
I don't think so.
You don't. So what is dominance? You're scoring a lot of runs against an opponent.
Yeah, but who you score it against and all these things. You have to look at the entire.
So who is Steve Smith scoring runs against?
Most of Steve Smith runs we must score against England and Bramble West Indies, man. If you take out
Zidane, just remind him that Steve Smith averaged 44 against everybody are higher now. Please.
Watch out. You see when do it a pint out them things at you know, Orville. You run from it, you know.
If you remove West Indies, what am I bringing West Indies? 200
England.
If you take it out, how much you have? High 50s? You have a high 50s without West Indies, my boss.
No, man, go back and check it, man. You know, average high 50s. Because we do the research already.
No. You don't do no research, my boss.
Look here, man, a 51.
Let's talk. All right. No. Hold on.
51 point.
Hold on. You said something. Give me a chance to say something. I am prepared to bet you $100,000 right now. National radio, with your research where you claim that you do. Take out Steve Smith's average against the West Indies. You say it's 51. Me say it's much higher than that. 100,000 right now. No more talking.
No, hold on.
Oh.
No,
no, man. Me can't. Come back and talk to Zidane, man. Can't come with nothing. And me know why you don't see that you bet me or you not bet me because you come and say something.
Hold on, man. At three times them correct from yesterday.
All right, correct me for that one.
3 times correct. Calm down, man. Because when you I'm saying
hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, you make a mistake.
It's 56.9 would have.
Oh, okay.
Listen to what I say.
That 50.
Listen to what I say. And all right. You see where you
so you realize how brilliant the man is special one you say in a conversation, not top 10.
No, man.
And without the Bramble West Indies, the man average 56 about.
England, take out England and West Indies.
No, but England is one of the best teams in
well,
time.
Look how high.
Take out Lara 400 and him 375 against England and tell me what about him after that.
No, man. First of all, you know, Steve Smith now face the best bowler.
Oh,
remember that. Okay. I'm now face Australia.
Well, Larry didn't face watching now.
And look at Steve Smith. The most if you look at Steve Smith, most at nearly 40% England, and most of them are England.
Would you agree that Ambrose and Walsh were two of the greatest bowlers in the 90s? Lara never faced them. And remember, Lara started out in our team with Bishop, with I'm sure he played with some other big names.
You're blind when you come on to Steve Smith, you know, you're blind.
You're blind when you come on to Lara. So we even leave it to some of us.
No, man, but you're not objective.
Yeah, but you're objective. All
right. No, man, none of that.
You are objective.
No, but I listen to
you say Steve Smith is not among the best batsmen in the last 30 years. Are you objective? And I'm not. The man with the best average, more centuries than everybody else at this stage. Not in your top 10, but you objective. What a laugh. Big man, you know why you're not more from nobody who said them objective when you have the man with the biggest average, more centuries, best conversion rate, highest average against all teams combined, but him not in your top 10, but you objective and I'm not. Joke thing on the different.
Be the envy of neighbors and friends. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection, located at 112 Constant Spring Road. Satisfy your desire with stunning and luxurious furnishing and accessories. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road. Revel in trending items and immerse yourself in comfort. Pleasure your eyes and senses. Seeing is believing. Open Mondays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Carmen's Collection, your place for exceptional decor.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Importers. Shipments requiring you to pay customs duties and taxes are cleared on a customs goods declaration, known as an IM4 or IMS4. Ask your clearing agent to provide your customs declaration, customs assessment notice, and customs receipt once duties and taxes are paid. Where your clearing agent may not be able to provide the IM4 or IMS4, request your customs goods declaration registration number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're going to take a few
some text messages.
Yes, indeed. All right, so let's find the sponsors for the WhatsApp text messages. Brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
All right, so let's go. Rooney does make you look so stupid. For instance, he told you that if Smith played more against South Africa, his average would be so high. You're going to ask him, how would he know that? But yet you know that if Larry did play more against India, his would be lower. Okay, that one flew above your head.
Yeah, it was a sarcastic.
No, he's not. The person who wrote that text, a New York listener. The man said if Brian Lara played more against, if Steve Smith averaged 44 against South Africa. And he said if Steve Smith played more against South Africa, he would average 44. Well, me say Lara averaged 34 against India. If he play more against India, he would average 34. But me
are lower. He said lower. Yeah.
So the person killed me when it was I found the fool in our sound. New York listener, you don't sound very bright. Give me a next one. That's it. You will read that one already, We read the New York listener where
So
didn't understand sarcasm.
Put up another one.
Oh, we're doing the voice ones now? All right. We take read the top one as well.
Good afternoon, Sports Desk.
Hello.
I like a reason more time with Dwight too, but you just give the man no time for talk. You always try to bully the man. Why? Just listen to no. When the man have up on the ropes, I'll get disingenuous. I love enough things I learn from you, brother. But I learn also from you how to sidestep and go around question too. So you have to stop it, man, because I know you alone think say, and you alone bright, And you alone, you might think say one man agree with you, everybody. And everybody, man, sometimes you listen to you and you feel argument, fear, and say when you're wrong.
All right, let me respond to that. Anybody who thinks that I don't allow Dwight to talk, and it is not the other way around, needs hearing aids for Christmas. That's all I have to say to that. Me no make Dwight chat to talk. You don't sound very bright, my boss. All right, next one.
Laura, Orville, why discuss Steve Smith and Lara? Steve Smith is not a credible man, He was caught cheating. Lara is honorable and credible. They should not be discussed together. Steve Smith should be discussed with those men that cheat. They have a lot of cheat, so that's where Steve Smith belongs.
All
Laura,
All right, so that now is another. But the text has not been said. We can't discuss Steve Smith as a batsman because Steve Smith was caught tampering with a ball. Now tell me if that is an intelligent answer. Then find me drugs for say you can't say, boy, your drugs did I help him, They found Steve Smith tampering with a cricket ball. And on that basis, Steve Smith cannot be discussed as a batsman. That is not a very bright response, boss. What does that have to do with whether how well you can bat? Whether you tamper with ball or not? My God.
All right. That's it for the WhatsApp. Keep sending in the voice notes and the text messages. People will read them.
Yeah.
The program. All right. Those were brought here by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints. All right, Kat. We're going to go back to the phone lines now. All right, Unique.
I'm in trouble. Unique, you kill me.
Yeah. That's how I'm playing, man.
You kill me, Oni.
All right, here we go on now.
Yeah.
Orville. Jesus Christ. Yo, tell him, please stop talking about the cricket now. You say people from Australia listening. Yes, I'll be an idiot at Jamaica.
No, they would find out that there's one intelligent radio host who is prepared to give justice where it's due.
When the program done, they're going to call you and ask if your parents then come from Australia.
No, they would know that I understand cricket.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, sir. It sounds awful, you know, man.
It sounds awful for tell us a man who have 31.
Here we go.
He's a big man.
Here we go.
Yes.
Steve Smith, a better batsman, but Rooney. Oh, tell him to change his name, because my ball and I deserve this. You can't use Rooney name and sound so stupid. Yo, look on this now. Look on human behavior. If Brian Lara in the Caribbean, everybody in the Caribbean, I gotta say Brian Lara greatest. Why I believe say the people them in Sri Lanka are biased, the people them in Australia are biased. They must say for them people better.
Yeah. Like,
if I even that way they have to think.
Especially when the person is special.
Especially when the person is special.
Yeah.
So if them people that have better average than Brian Lara, you don't must expect that people them have to say for them person better than our one.
Especially when the person is a man like Sachin.
So that may I say, so Rooney say expecting the Indian people.
You know why Rooney
really say Lara better than them one?
You know why Rooney says that? Because there are enough people like you.
No, you know, so you make a blame. You're right, Mr. McKellar. You may blame, you know. Because you come with your go around question and don't answer question right and truthfully. And go around people. Why people are talking so much foolishness, you know. Because them know the truth and them know and say it because them want to win any argument.
Oh.
So you cause it. You the cause it.
And me cause make people talk much nonsense.
Because yes, you say if you know say a question, not suit you, you're not going to answer it.
No, man.
Try a way to go around it.
No, man, may answer questions.
No, sir, me never hear it.
I will answer questions.
You know, I never hear somebody ask you a yes or no question and you answer it yes or no. Yes?
No, it doesn't mean that I don't answer the question.
No, you don't. All right, you're right. You answer a question, but you don't answer the question the right way.
Read your Bible when they ask Christ questions and answer them.
Yeah, man, you're too skilled, man.
They're very skilled.
But all right, but you know me I talk about. You're a man come on the show. You see? And so-called doctor, where if you're sick, can't help you. And I talk about elite. And I say elite are divisive word, right?
Yes.
But him come with a divisive behavior. Because if him come push up how much bright he is and all this, that not elitist. Him come preach the same thing when I say him not like. I'm a behave elitist. Because I want to make everybody know that him are the brightest ever from Adam pick the apple.
Eve
pick the apple. Eve, so from Eve pick the apple and get Adam peace. He my brightest thing ever. Well, Dr. Man, we don't need you around here.
Remember me tell
go back in your office.
Remember me tell the doctor said he's going to come under some pressure for them.
So you don't deserve it.
Unique, you want a father?
You don't deserve it.
Well, yeah.
You want a Father's Day basket?
Yeah, man. Me deserve it, man. Because I treat my daughter good.
Which team you support?
Manchester United.
No, I can't ask you a question. I can't ask you a question before that.
Ask me a question, man.
Steve Smith or Lara, who you say?
Who me say?
Yeah.
No, ask them full question, man. Steve Smith. Yo, you see from your talk, me go watch Steve Smith. I'm going to watch back some more Lara, right? And Steve Smith, yo, the man, the man have some shot where I'm alone, you see the it,
Him can't bat, man.
Yo, the man can't get some shot off of some ball. You can't believe, you know. And you know what the funny thing about the man? Every time you see the man a bat, you say, you know the bowler you ever get him? You ever look on him yet? And you just feel say bowler can get him. And the next day the bowler not get him yet?
Yeah.
Him bad, man. Him look how weird. That's why some people are talking about him can't bat. But I'm not so bad, though.
All right, here's a question.
Here's a question for the basket.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, hold on there. And give me the basket.
Yeah,
one of the best scholars.
No, man, we're going to ask you one question. Easy question, man.
All right, ask me a question.
Who are the better season, Man U or Arsenal?
Jeez, you know, so them a beat me. The Man U fan, them a beat me. Because me used to Man U with standard, you know. So, Arsenal, me say. Because there's no way. There's no way.
Leave your particulars with the producer, sir. You win the basket.
Yeah, man, there's no way. Man U can come third and now win the Premier League.
Brilliant.
And we are come talk about better season. Better season now when Man U win Champions League and win Premier League. If I want to do that, a full season we have.
Yep.
Alex Ferguson doesn't tell we, you see second place runner up, he's just the first loser.
Yeah, man, so talk to Cat. Here, don't hang up. Talk to Cat.
Man.
Let me ask you, hey, Uni, let me ask you a question. The more you answer.
Yeah, man.
Me and the White Chateau, who give each other the less time for that?
All right, you see, so
no, man.
So compete so much. But Sacho come to talk, and him not really want to hear what you say. Him just want you to agree with him.
All right.
And you with your combat.
So the man must say me nah give Chateau no time for talk. What should I say to these people?
Just leave it alone. It's important.
You know, sir, not no, not true.
All right, not no, sir.
And nobody can say you're a disciple, right?
Disciple?
Or bootlicker?
No, sir. No, everybody know. If you hear me, yo, you know how much people hate me because I have my own mind.
No, man.
Remember, sir, me come here, come tell Zidane, say, yo, me feel say, Russell have a bigger career than Michael Jordan. I feel him greater.
All right.
With less skill. And me still believe, say, Dan Bradman, I make them make up that. I Steve Smith is the greatest batsman. Make them make up Bradman.
Make up Bradman. All right. Talk to Chat.
Nobody not so good.
All right.
All right.
Leave your number and stuff with Chat. All right. That was unique. All right.
Unique. Easy.
Yeah, well, it's very entertaining.
I like unique.
Yeah.
All right. I take your hand, but he might give you a chance to say what you have to say.
Yeah.
And when him say what he have to say. That's all I want to know. Yeah, man. Kill me by making me it who with her. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Memphis Grizzlies guard Ja Morant has been suspended for 25 games without pay for conduct detrimental to the NBA. Morant was suspended from all team activities in May after appearing to hold a gun in a social media video for the second time in 2 months. Morant was suspended for 8 games after the initial incident in March. And the NBA said that Morant's suspension begins immediately and will remain in effect for the first 25 games for which he's otherwise eligible and able to play. That's Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Be the envy of neighbors and friends. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection, located at 112 Concert Spring Road. Satisfy your desire with stunning and luxurious furnishing and accessories. Visit our showroom at 112 Concert Spring Road. Revel in trending items and immerse yourself in comfort. Pleasure your eyes and senses. Seeing is believing. Open Mondays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Carmen's Collection, your place for exceptional decor.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, we time no line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer. The Design your dream home with Total Hardware and Supplies. We have windows of all sizes on special. Doors galore. Choose from our wide variety of porcelain and ceramic tiles. Experience the best deals on sanitary ware, jacuzzis, shower enclosures, and baths. Just to name it, we have it all. Come on down to 2 Aiken Hill Drive, Pembroke Hall. Call us at 631-7648 or WhatsApp anytime 507-0865. Remember, same-day delivery available. Quality products, great prices. That's the Total Guarantee.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, then welcome back. I will see Andre there from New York. Good afternoon, Andre.
Lara people am coming out.
Andre, drop. Call us back, Andre, man.
So what are the things that we have heard today from the Lara people? Steve Smith would not make a top 10 of batsmen in the modern era. Sachin Tendulkar is not as popular. Brian Lara is more popular than Sachin.
Or more rated.
Or more rated. So Steve Smith could make a top 10. Lara is more popular, more rated in India. And Orville doesn't allow Shatu to talk. What else will the Brian Lara people say? All right, we have economists up.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How are you doing, economists?
What's going on in the Reggae Girls camp, Orville?
Well, we talked to
Mr. Chung, Dennis
Chung, the GenSec at the start of the program. You missed it?
Yeah, he wasn't listening.
Yeah, I missed it.
They're accusing the JFF of everything. Everything.
Orville.
Yes.
You need to get some certification in whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
And put yourself on the consultancy market.
All right.
I get to understand that people listening to your program in the Ministry of Sports.
Yeah.
And taking out what they want and put up what they don't want on a shelf.
I understand that a lot of your suggestions are being taken on
from the Premier League standpoint.
From the Premier League.
Yeah, but listen, I thank you. And look here, any one of those Premier League clubs out there who need advice, you can come to me, come through this program to me. I give free advice. I will.
Yes.
The Forbes magazine updating the top 10 richest athletes in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Brian Lara, apart from Brian Lara, Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
With the Manchester, Dwight York. Jamaica have 7 athletes at the top 10.
Yes.
Yeah, with Patrick Ewing being number 1, but Bull closing the gap.
Patrick have more money than Bull?
Yeah, man, Patrick Ewing have more assets than Bull, according to Forbes magazine.
Okay.
But hide them assets?
No, what that means that when you're going a private life, most people know about to track your assets again like that, your accountant would have to reveal it.
Okay.
But a man like with the Utah Jazz big mailman,
Karl Malone.
They never catch Karl Malone down in one county, they are cook in one restaurant. And when the customer say, no, Karl Malone, that's the chef.
Yeah.
A Karl Malone own the chain a restaurant down there.
He's the owner.
Yeah, he's the owner.
I saw it, man.
Yeah.
I saw this thing.
People like Veronica Campbell Brown. You know what she do when she not doing sports?
No.
She doing motivational speech.
Oh.
And collecting big money.
That is great.
And there's nothing that she talks there that don't talk here. Why is it that we have this psychological thing say, once you have certain status, you're supposed to get more money than another man who is not at your status? Why we have that psychology in sports?
Usually people want to be paid based on what they think their value is.
Oh.
And if you think you have a greater value than another man, you think you should be better paid. It's just human nature.
Human nature.
Yeah.
Well, make a suggestion now.
Yeah.
The sports that generate the most millionaire in Jamaica since this year is horse racing, yeah?
Oh, okay.
I want to suggest the Moet Mile is coming up, the richest race in the Caribbean. Cayman Supreme Ventures need to clean them landscape. You have a piece of landscape that is on the track road, the section where them call from Passage Fort, where you go down in the Cayman Park. Tell Supreme, tell Owen Shaw, bring him on the show. Tell him that stretch of land over from Miss Cherry there, where they sell thousands of race book every meet. It needs proper care and landscaping here. We want the track to upgrade to. When the Moet Mile come, we want Cayman Park to look like Churchill Downs and it's the Breeders' Cup there.
Yes.
Boy, you tell Owen Sharp that for me, you know. Because Orville, you see this racehorse product that we have?
Yes.
As we tell you already, say you and Zidane meet with Michael Caine, need to have a broadcast down there and bring the reggae boys down there. Make we treat them down there and make them left some of them artifacts, make them make some money in the boss. What do you think about the Qatar defeat, Zidane?
Poor performance on the reggae boys.
Hey, talk to me now, Zidane. Talk to me now. Talk to the world.
We were woeful.
Never great economists. But here we want to squeeze some more on the Friday evening.
Hey, all the best, Tono.
Big up.
All right.
All right, here is Gary from St. Elizabeth. I don't think we have heard from Gary from St. Elizabeth before. Hi, Gary. Hello?
Gone? Oh, let me say Gary gone. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Rocker, man.
Oh, this is Rocker.
Rocker.
Yeah. I want to say no. I'm trying to get you from week, you know. I think I called maybe like 100 or something time. I'm not getting you. I want to first and foremost congratulate Theodore Whitmore and the Mount Pleasant team on the win.
Yes.
As I told Zidane, that was my position on it. Who wanted it would have to get it, and I think that they did what they had to do. Cavaliers stayed in the game. The pace of the game was nice. It was a nice watch from up high, and I think it was a nice end to the season, you know. And how I know that persons were even happier with being there. I saw some babies there, Zidane, they don't reach 6 months old yet.
Yes,
and the persons felt confident to carry them.
Yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah, so
That
from
is
that perspective, it's a positive, you know.
Yes.
I'm gonna say to Mr. Hill and to the other reps though, I think that for the purposes of the presentations, it can look a little bit better, you know. Like they're calling off the area, but I think the stage setup and so forth can look a little bit better. And that's the reason why, you know, you might say it sound elitist and so forth, but I wouldn't see Captain Burrell on that setting and not having on his jacket. Because the thing is streaming to the world, and some of the persons who were dignitaries, they never look right, sir. Never look right. Orville.
Yes, sir.
Why I have to admit something very strange, bro.
What's that?
That gentleman who you are with, he was on earlier, you know, and you and him going at it. Why I have to be laughing so loudly in my office that my secretary came and said, what happened? But you and him were just going at it, and I just had to be laughing because he was saying that you're not allowing him to finish his question or asking his question, but his questions are very long, you know.
There you go.
But I don't know. I feel like I enjoy this little banter between the two of you, though.
Yes, it was enjoyable today.
Yeah, and I don't feel like at any point he became disrespectful. So I like
never disrespectful. Never disrespectful.
Yeah. But I'm going to ask you, which one of us need to allow the other one
to speak?
Yeah.
Why? We divided because I realize the gentleman questions very long. His questions are very long, and you don't have the patience to allow him to ask.
Because guess
and
what?
As soon as you start talking, instead the question continue.
There you go.
But it's a good vibe, though. It's a good vibe.
Apparently, the public so desperately wants to see me getting beat up.
Yeah.
And a lot of them not brave or intelligent enough to take me on. So any who take me on, them push them support behind such a person. And Dwight Chateau is one.
That is for some, though, because you have some names that we I don't want to call the names, but for those taking you on is a waste of time. Because they don't come with any solid information. And
yeah, we know who those are.
Yeah, we don't waste time because we know the waste of time thing.
Yeah, we know some of them who not really understand the thing.
Yeah.
But them very sentimental. And you need these on the program as well.
Yeah.
At least Dwight will attempt to do some research.
I like him though. I like him. I like him.
Me tell us, me and Dwight, if Dwight was, you say like, you say something, and you make me say something now.
Yeah.
If Dwight would allow that, he really would be better off for it.
Right. I like it. I like it.
All right.
I can continue now. I cut off.
Yeah, man. You have another minute.
All right. Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
In the basketball, bro. The same problem. Can't take nuggets out of the paint. The man them just use it and milk the Heat to death.
Yeah, man. The big difference was Nikola Jokic, man.
Yeah.
Whenever good all-round support cast, you have a superstar who is that dominant. They're hard to beat.
Yeah. And his little hook shots are layup.
Yes, man.
Are very effective, you know.
Yes. So he doesn't have to back you all the way down to the basket, which he can do, you know.
Yeah.
He has those little floaters, you know, very accurate.
Yeah. And he's like when he's in the moment, he's just in the moment, you know. And I like the game though, you know, because even though I thought some of the fouls were kind of soft, it's a case wherein he had to sit a little just to allow for
the second foul was inexplicable, man. There's a man like you know, come on to the man where, man, you can't go take charge there. So the second one was not a great decision from Nikola Jokic at all.
Yeah, but I congratulate them just the same.
Yeah.
I think Heat did as much as they could have done, you know?
Yeah, man, you have to praise them, man, what they have achieved when you look at it. Because they went back to what they usually are in terms of talent-wise, you know. The shooters who were making all those big shots previously just wasn't able to do so in that series.
All right.
Yeah, and in the stretch, you know how it is, because that's the problem with a series. When a team get accustomed to you, you cannot do much more than what you already.
Yeah, because they would have seen you in 3 other series and know what you can do. Yeah, you have done everything already.
So that's it.
Yeah,
Rocker.
Big up on yourself, you know.
Point made. Big up. Enjoy the weekend here, sir.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
All right, we take our final break. We're coming.
A break time now, or we can start with the next caller.
Look like break time.
Break.
We take the break. We're coming.
Get running and stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. What's your fitness goal? Running, walking, or hiking? Check out our new arrivals of Adidas, Nike, Asics, and Saucony. Our brands are specially suited for you. Toe-to-heel cushioning to reduce abrasions, low impact, breathability, durability, and cost. Whatever your fitness goal is, Western Sports has the shoe just for you. Western Sports, Kingston, Oteris, and Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
Importers. Shipments requiring you to pay customs duties and taxes are cleared on a customs goods declaration known as an IM4 or IMS4. Ask your clearing agent to provide your customs declaration, customs assessment notice, and customs receipt once duties and taxes are paid. Where your clearing agent may not be able to provide the IM4 or IMS4, request your customs goods declaration registration number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Oh, so I'm adding one more to the Lara people. So what have we heard? Lara is more rated in India than Sachin. Steve Smith couldn't make a top 10 of the last 30 years. Then we heard Chateau in a match that Steve Smith make 130 not out and 70 had not out. Why didn't he go on to make 300 our block record when he was not out both times? That is the kind of things the Lara people are coming with. Anyway,
Gary's back.
Gary. All right. Gary from Central. Yes, sir.
Yes, Orville.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Orville, you and Chateau. You know something is the other way around.
What do you think?
I say Chateau now give no time to talk. You know, me listen you know, me check say you now give man no time to talk, you know.
You are talking nonsense. Gary. Perfect nonsense.
No, me not think so, you know, Orville.
There are times when Chateau attack and I don't even say a word. Like yesterday when he was talking to Zidane, I wasn't even talking. And then he wants to ask you a question for 2 minutes and then says things, misquote you, and I mustn't say anything. Gary, your ability to understand discussions, you haven't started on a bright. Not impressed.
Yeah. Well, you can't say anything you want to still, you know?
Not impressed, Gary. Everybody
yeah,
knows that Mr. Chateau make you say something and me say something. And what me I gonna say won't take long.
Enough time you talk things don't impress. Nobody said you still, you know. So I just start going, you know.
But me I talk about that one here. You if you are listening
enough time you talk things when I impress people. So I swear.
Well, I'm not impressed with anybody who say me not get Chateau time for that.
Well, I swear, that's your opinion still, you know. Everybody entitled to their own opinion still, you know.
All right, Gary. What else you? Yeah.
Yeah, Zidane.
Yes, Gary.
Yeah, so it's about the coach from Iceland, coach of our team, you know. Or you see him look?
Yeah, I kind of sure a little bit concerned because I don't see a lot of tactical things that you think say. Listen, even though we're not getting the results, you understand this is what he wants to do and I think it can work. I don't see not yet. We're just out here playing and we're losing.
For real.
Not jump out at me and say, yo, this is good tactically. I like this. You understand?
Yeah, for real. If even say like a one love win or so, you know.
Yeah, man. I don't like coming
so far. I don't know. Probably the real thing will come together.
Well, let me see what happened in the Gold Cup because he has a big side, you know, for the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
That's how we are going to judge.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We're not prepared for judging in the practice matches and we are going to survive.
Well, that's true.
Gold Cup meeting. So if him can go into the Gold Cup and get come out with the team performing well, all will be forgiven.
Yeah.
But Mr. Higgins, as a man, so you have a way to kind of wiggle out your way out of things, still out of some questions, some yes or no questions, still, you know, and that's your skill still, you know. So you're entitled to that still, you know.
No, man, no, for seminar allowed white chat for that. You know better than that. You know well want somebody beat me, not joke.
No, we not. It's about your opinion, Orville. If you claim say you beat a man in Orville, you not get no man.
Forget the beating me. I'm saying you when you go to your bed tonight, get a Bible and say to yourself, Father, I came on the radio today.
Why should I? Why?
And I said Orville wasn't giving Chateau time to talk.
Why?
Because you must repent when you say them kind of something.
Repent for what? For what?
Deep in your heart, you know say it's not true.
All the Bible says all when you sin against Father, you repent, man.
All right, forget the word repent. You said deep in your conscience, you know. Say
you swear me, I tell you.
Yeah.
You swear me, I tell you. It was nice talking to you.
But don't me I give you a chance to talk now, even though you have said things where anti women.
But that is my opinion, Orville, man. You have to learn to accept other people's opinion, brethren. And attack your brethren.
Even if your opinion doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, said we sir, but it's my opinion, said we.
All right, your opinion don't make any sense.
But enough time your opinion doesn't make any sense, said we too. So I just said, my brother. Nobody's perfect.
Big up yourself, Gary from St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself to Orville. Big up yourself too.
Big up, Gary.
And this was your first call?
No, man. Me call all the while, man. Me call enough time, you know.
All right, call more often, Gary.
Yeah, big
up.
All
right, big up.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, so 40 times a day to get you.
We understand it tough, man.
We know it go, man.
But we're glad to get back through there.
Yeah, man. But me no ball still, you know, because me don't know, say, you know, everybody want to put in them look one punch, you know.
All right, cool, Gary. So we're run.
Yeah, man. Respect again, sir.
Respect.
Cool. All right, Independence Fortis.
Independent Fortis. How you do?
Well, go on.
Yeah,
man. Let's up everybody, you know, KLS establishment, you know, an organization.
Yes.
The sports decks, called as general, you know, the whole family.
Yes.
Yeah, the blue, you see the blue are rain through from the World Cup come through. Man City, you know. Congratulations and Mount Pleasant, Tapa.
Oh, it's a blue thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to go on with them thing, except for Chelsea though, because then they only play music for the whole season. Jazz and blues, you know.
Yes.
I'll win schoolboy football this year.
JC.
And JC is blue as well.
Yeah.
And who win the cup again? Clarendon.
Yeah.
Clarendon is yellow and blue.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something about the blues. Who did win World Cup?
Argentina.
Blue and white.
Yeah.
I just say the but
something
when I
at the
know
blues.
about them, eh?
Something at the blue color
man.
it look like.
Yeah, them do good,
Year
them
of the
do good.
blues.
Yeah, do good for the season, except Chelsea, as I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're singing the
Me
blues.
don't know, but me don't know how the man them can find it so hard for say Tapa, one of the brightest spark as a footballer. You know, say can become a good coach or
I don't think there's
do
nobody
that
criticizing type of qualities as a footballer, Jamaican footballer.
Yeah?
I don't hear nobody criticize him as a Jamaican footballer.
No, me I say, being that he's a Jamaican footballer, a good one too, so he can become a good coach. And he has gotten good results as a coach. You see what I say?
Yeah.
But what me I say is, you see me, it's when them fire Tapa, that was the wrong time. Tapa was coming off, he making mistake in the campaign. But if it was an international coach, they would make him finish the campaign. You see what I say? We beat them for one that too much.
No, I don't think that's the reason. Many thought he should have gone before.
That's a part of the reason, Zidane, man. We are Jamaican, man. No, that's a part of the reason. I don't ask you that. Him coming off a 4 draw. You understand? And I think when them fire him about 4 games or 3 games left, if him get 2 victories of that, we're going to work up, You see what I say? You fire him now, bring in Paula with a whole different philosophy, whole different something. And then now, you see what happens. You see what I say? We miss the work up.
Yeah.
Give him it, make him finish it, man. And then you can fire him after that. You see what I say? We don't like to give credence to each other, especially as Jamaicans. Because I think Marcus won a ball from a long time, from 1935, I will still do it in 2023.
What we
give your props due. You see what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, give props to your props due. Orville now.
Yes, sir.
See while them beat you know on your Steve Fit and Brian Lara thing now.
Yeah.
You see when you forget automatic ratings, as I may say. Because you are going to say, Christy, I got fight to reach in a year top 5.
Who?
When Cristiano Ronaldo. When Christy must be an automatic in any category with Messi there.
No, man. I disagree.
You understand? So that's why you get back your beat now with that,
No, man, because I think the gap between Messi and Ronaldo, where you say?
No, the gap is no great gap.
No,
There's no great gap.
Me think Ronaldo is not automatic top 5.
No, man, I have to be automatic top 5. Because I tell you already, Ronaldo win everything before you
win. Me no one where you win.
You understand? Hold on. It's not saying he's winning and like, so I tell you already, so the man is an integral player.
But if me not think him among the best 5 players in the world, where you go? Me think other people have more claims. My boss, good baller, but not top 5.
Because of he and Messi has been so dominant for 16 years. You understand?
May have Messi, Maradona, Pele ahead of him.
The comparison with him and Lionel Messi have to carry each other with wherever they want to go.
So you think you think Ronaldo is the second best footballer of all time?
It might not be the second best footballer of all time, but
or the first.
He have to go big in a theme era. Cause me have Pele and Maradona out there too, and this have to think that too. Deflate gate. Cause Deflate gate come on all the while and I talk about
that I get Deflate gate.
De Bruyne and Maradona. Tell Deflate gate to imagine Diego Maradona without cocaine.
All right, my boss.
Yeah, we're going to try and squeeze one more.
We're going to squeeze one more.
All right, Zidane.
Yeah.
The king, him in the great realm, a one man of the greatest realm, yeah? So it go.
All right.
Yeah, bless.
All right. Who we have now? Hello.
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 Yes.
Yeah, anonymous man.
Oh, anonymous. Oh,
yes,
you know. Oh,
man.
no. Yeah.
Yes, man. Bless up Sports Desk.
Yes.
Bless up Orville. Bless up Zidane.
Yes, sir.
Orville.
Yes, sir.
Who you have as the greatest footballer?
Diego Armando Maradona from the Argentina.
May I share the same view?
Yes.
But may I ask you, why?
Because I think that at the highest level, he demonstrated the ability to, minute by minute, affect a game or affect a tournament more than anybody else ever seen before.
Okay.
And at the club level, he showed that he was very good as well.
But to me, no, fine. But to me, right?
Yeah.
You seem so annoyed when people come on and say them rate Lara over Steve Smith. Why are you so annoyed?
No. It's not.
What is there to be annoyed about?
No, that's not what annoys me, though.
What annoys you?
And-
Because nobody ever said Steve Smith can bat.
No.
When you're one man come with the program.
No.
And say
When,
that Steve Smith cannot bat.
no,
you
sir. People have said that it is an unfair comparison. People are saying that Steve Smith does not belong in that conversation.
Well,
I'm annoyed at that.
No, but listen this. The reason why I asked about the Maradona thing,
Yeah.
I have Maradona as the greatest, you know.
Yeah.
But not because of the amount of goals him score.
No, man, it's a different
Because
argument that. You're asking me about my annoyance. Don't change the subject.
No, well,
I don't get annoyed when people tell me that Messi or Pele is better than Maradona.
When they talk about Brian Lara, you seem annoyed.
No, but I've just yeah. I'm telling you, you're not listening or you're not able to follow basic conversation.
Oh, tell me,
Because I am not annoyed when people say Brian Lara is better.
You give me that impression.
But
That's
I've
my
told
opinion.
you why I'm annoyed, and you just ignore it. I'm annoyed when people pretend as if Steve Smith does not have a right to be in that. Why am I not? Let me ask you. Why am I not annoyed when people tell me say Pele better than Maradona?
No, you shouldn't be annoyed in the Steve Smith case either, because no one has ever said that Steve Smith cannot bat.
They
So
say that
why
he
are you
doesn't
annoyed?
belong in the conversation.
I don't hear nobody say that.
Oh, you mean one man tell me that he would make the top 10?
One small might say so, yes, but I don't hear the general people defending Lara say Steve Smith cannot back Bridging.
When I ask one of the Steve Smith men where he would put Steve Smith, you hear what him said?
Yes.
Not even in the top 10.
Oh, hold on. You know something?
That's a sentiment where a lot of people are having on this fool.
You know why people have
this
their
fool
favorite
argument.
sportsmen? You know why people have their favorite sportsmen?
What?
Especially in cricket? Because it's not all about averages, you know. Most time it's the feel-good feeling, you know. Now, for example, right? I would never jump out of my bed and broke my neck to go watch Chandra Paul bat. Yet I know he's a great batsman. Why do you think I wouldn't do that? Because to me, and this is my opinion, he's boring. He's productive, but he's boring. Now, I would have watched Lara make
So would I, by the way.
Yeah, I would have watched Lara make 50 more than what Chandra Paul make 100.
But the argument is not about who we prefer watching.
To me.
No. Hold on, Carl. Hold on. The argument is who is better.
In my opinion, Lara
Now,
is
who
better.
we prefer watching and who we think are better are two entirely different conversations.
Yeah, but I am telling you, for me, I say Lara is better, and I can give you 1,000 reasons why I say Lara is better.
Okay.
I can give you a lot of reasons.
Where would you have Steve Smith on a list in the last 30 years?
Like top 10?
Yeah.
He would be in the top 10.
What number?
Definitely would be in the top 10.
What number?
Because cricket batting is about productivity, and he has the productivity.
What number would you have him?
With Steve?
Yeah.
All right. Can I put it this way?
You have 10 seconds. Them running us out this thing.
Okay. I rate Sunil Gavaskar over Steve Smith.
Oh.
I rate.
So I'm not in your top 5.
No, but he's in the top 10.
He's in the top 10.
Yeah, he's in the top 10.
You are not giving Steve Smith his due, but we'll talk another time.
That's my opinion, Brad.
No, man, but you know what?
That's my opinion. That's my honest opinion. Why
You know
should
what?
I lie?
I'm not going to be annoyed with you. At least you're prepared to give him top 10. I am annoyed with people who will tell you saying, yeah, I'm not among the 10 best.
Sometimes what you do is great, you know, Orville. What you do is very important, you know. But sometimes the way you do it has a little more weight on it.
Let me leave.
Lawrence Shaw went to Barbados.
No, we don't have the time. But let me leave this with you.
I just want to tell you a thing, man.
No, man, I know Lawrence Shaw made the 302 against England when they got 27.
That's not it. Lawrence Shaw went to Barbados and he scored 48 not out.
It's the same game he met the 300. He was 48 not out
was
overnight.
not big. And you know why the crowd, you couldn't find space for water.
Yes, but Lawrence was not
the
great.
way
Right?
he made the
But
48.
here's what I want you to know.
You understand?
You cannot have great stats and you're not great.
No, well, I didn't say Steve Smith not great.
All right. But I'll leave it there. All right. Leave it there.
Yeah, man, bless up his name.
All right, so that's the end of the show for today. I'm going to be looking forward to this weekend. Nothing's happening. Big up.
All right. Thanks to the time to listen that call us. Big up yourself. We appreciate. Thank to Oscar Hoyt, technical operator, Sean Grant, producer, and Kat Anderson was also in technical secretary. Join us Monday with it all over again. Until then, as always said, have yourselves a wonderful week.
that's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately. Droplets spread viruses. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from viruses such as cold, flu, and COVID-19.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
It's now time for Golden Moment, sponsored by Total Vision. Your eyes are the windows to the world. Visit